I didn't know this, but you told us in the gallery back in April.
I think it was around about April, March.
You regret that a little bit?
No, I think I do regret it looking in hindsight now that there's a potential place for me in this World Cup.
Did you feel that place had gone now? That just wasn't going to happen again, that your England career had come to an end? Is that...
I look at it now and I think that obviously with Reece and Tino's recent injuries, maybe I could have got the shout. But when I had the conversation eventually with them at England, that was not an opportunity that I was going to get. Obviously not playing the couple of friendlies that they had prior to the tournament. I knew that from that moment on that they was taking that set of lads to the World Cup. So I kind of just rested on it and that.
Did you have a conversation with Thomas Tuchel?
talkSPORT Sports Update. You by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
I'm Matt Hutchinson. Good afternoon. Police say they're anxious about getting the resources to ensure pubs can safely stay open till 5 a.m. on Monday for England-Mexico. Former senior Met Police officer Andy Trott says the last-minute change cannot happen again.
Everyone could have calmly gone through the issues, made sure that everyone's looked at the various risks involved and did their very best to ensure that everyone has a happy and enjoyable time. So it's a little unhelpful for it to be at such a last minute.
Now, the game is, of course, taking place more than 2,000 metres above sea level in Mexico City, and Alvin Martin, who played at the Azteca for England during the '86 World Cup, has given his verdict on the altitude.
We all talk about different advantages in football, boys, and it will be diet, it will be sports science, and they're all tiny percentages, and they might add up all of them to 5%, but this one, 10 or 15%.
Well, it's currently unclear who'll start at right back, but we know it won't be Carl Walker, and Walker reckons he deserved better communication from Thomas Tuchel when being left out of recent squads, given how much he sacrificed to play for England.
I think that someone should have picked up the phone to me and just had an explanation of why I'm not getting these caps, and especially getting to 100 being so close.
Well, we've just been told Reece James is in contention to start this weekend. Meanwhile, the Lib Dems are calling for Harry Kane to be knighted. Elsewhere, traces of a banned drug have been found in 8 Tunisia players. We understand the clenbuterol has been caused by contaminated meat. And Ben Stokes has paid tribute to all the cricket fans who've supported him over the years following his international retirement. Meanwhile, Jacob Bethel is expected to open the batting in England's upcoming ODI series against India.
talkSPORT News.
3 men have been cleared over the murder of a journalist in Northern Ireland, and new car sales in the UK are up 15%. Nick has more at past.
talkSPORT weather, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction, delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
We're expecting a breezy night ahead for most of the UK, with spells of rain across Northern Ireland, southern Scotland and northern England, largely dry elsewhere.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. I'm Jeremy Hart. Jason Cundy's alongside me.
Has anyone seen Ghosts in the Bin?
It's true. Where they gone?
Where are they?
Where they gone?
They're the States, mate. That's where
Shambles from them. Never want to be here. Right, coming up today, it is a sports bar takeover. We're going to get your thoughts on Snicko, as Croatia were dumped out of the World Cup thanks to new technology. Would you like to see it in the Premier League? We're asking whether this World Cup is fair, as England prepares to take on Mexico in high altitude this Sunday. Alex Crook joins us live from New York. Taylor Swift shuts down half the city. We're bringing you the commentary of Australia versus Egypt. Good game in the last 32. That's from 7 o'clock. All that, plus we'll be asking whether Jurgen Klopp should be doing more than international management, as we'll get a flavour of what it's like in Mexico City right now as well. You're listening to the World Cup Game Day live, and you can get involved on the show. 03 717 22 3344.
Yeah.
Hello, mate.
Hello, matey.
It was a bit early.
It does. I can see clouds and sky. I
can see
lights.
sun.
We're nocturnal.
We can see people.
Real life people in the office.
There's actually people in the office. What's going on?
Bosses are in.
Yeah, there's management knocking
I
about.
didn't recognise Liam. Seen him in about 6 years.
Is he still here? I thought it was someone else. Who are these characters?
Mate, I don't know.
What's going on here?
No, it's very odd. Very odd.
Do you know what's nothing's changed? Harry Owl's on the deck.
Harry Owl's on the deck.
Yeah, Harry Owl's on the deck.
He'll be better than me as anyone. That Jason.
The culprit that time, Jason.
There you go. Honestly, that's the hotkey.
I wonder if he's got EFL Roundup.
Oh, he's got that.
I don't know, mate.
100% Harry Owl find.
I don't know if he's got it. This is Drive. This is the Drive Times show.
100% Harry Owl will dig into the sports bar folder and dig it out, mate.
I had a chat with management earlier about the future of the sports bar. I said, well, look, EFL Roundup's obviously gone. It's been deleted.
No. It hasn't been deleted, mate.
I don't know, mate.
The old EFL Roundup Monday night edition special with O'Hara.
And Spurs.
You scraped out.
Honestly, it's horrible, mate.
Scraped out. By the way, spending some cash.
I know. Spurs are back, mate.
Spending cash.
I've told you. I don't want to get into it.
Hold on.
I told you, mate.
Here's what you're doing.
Spurs are back.
I'll tell you what you're doing.
Spurs are back.
You're spending.
We are spending cash.
Mate, doesn't mean a thing.
I don't know where we've got it from. All of a sudden, it's just...
Remember the bail money? How'd that go?
Yeah, but we spent that on 7 players. We've just gone, Tonali, Bosh, Fernandez, Bosh.
Just remember, you're still
Slap.
Spurs. You're just
West
Spurs,
Ham,
mate.
Slap. Newcastle, slap. Brighton, slap. Bournemouth, slap.
That's not bad, by the way. You've done well there.
Yeah, who else we got?
Yeah, you've done well, Jay.
Robertson, Liverpool, slap. Taking them all. Spurs are back.
Spurs are back.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So far, I get the excitement.
You have to say, right? Just admit it. You weren't expecting this.
No, but I tell you what I am expecting. I expect you to be 17th again.
No, you don't.
Mate, fighting relegation. You lot
don't.
love it.
I remember at the end of the season when we finished 17th and I was saying we'll sort ourselves out, blah, blah, blah. You were like, yeah, you're going to get relegated.
Yeah, I think you still will.
No.
I'm going to put 100 quid in this.
Spurs.
You can't say that.
Why not?
We've done some good business.
Well, we'll see, won't we? Liverpool thought that last season, didn't they?
I know, but they still finished, 5th? Champions League football.
No, but you're 17th.
We're not finishing 17th.
They were first. You're 17th.
We'll get in Europe.
You're paying all this money to stop a relegation battle again. That's what you're doing.
Oh, Premier League should have relegated us. Aston Villa, cheers, lads. Thanks a lot. Kept us up. 3 points, rolled over.
Oh, they were terrible that day.
Buried the Premier League.
Mate,
See, it's what
terrible.
you do. And then you do that,
Well,
and it comes back to bite on the backside.
Well, Villa let you off the hook. Let you off the hook, mate. Anyway, listen, you're in the Premier League. It's good to have you there, mate. Still good to have you. We need 6 points every season. You know that.
Right, let's get into it. Busy night at the World Cup. Spain, Portugal, Switzerland. They all progressed to the last 16. However, VAR again stole the show.
Correa plays it into the area for Oyarzábal to finish it off. And the European champions now have the world title on their minds. 3-0 to Spain. Austria have been swatted aside.
Short run up and he sends it straight down the middle. Cristiano Ronaldo, at 41 years of age, scores in a World Cup knockout game for the very first time. And it's in! What a header! It's the substitute Gonçalo Ramos. Portugal 2, Croatia 1.
It's driven back in by Dan and Doy. Switzerland have doubled their lead. Switzerland 2, Algeria 0.
Yeah, Portugal advanced overnight. 2-1 win against Croatia. 94th minute goal from Gonçalo Ramos. However, the game was not without controversy. Croatia appeared to get an equaliser in the 105th minute. However, new technology, the snickometer, which is normally used in cricket, ruled the goal out. The question was, is Matanovic flicked the ball on in a build-up to Gvardio's goal. The rest pictures on the monitor looked inconclusive, but a spike on the snickometer made it clear that the goal was offside. After the game, Portugal manager Roberto Martinez had this to say on the disallowed goal.
First of all, I've got an incredible admiration for Croatia. It's a country that I visited a lot and admire the sportive nature that the Croatian people have. But I need to tell them that the message is very clear. The balls now, they got a chip. And it's very clear that's why the VAR intervened. There are 2 touches. There is the touch of Matanovic and the touch of Renato Vega. The touch, the sensor of the ball shows that the ball was touched, and at that moment, Pasalic is on offside. So before, the refereeing decisions were so difficult. I don't think this is one of those examples that technology helps the game because he was offside. There is not a subjective opinion. I think you think no, is offside. Why? Because the chip of the ball showed that there is Matanovic's touch and then Renato Vega's touch. And when it happens, the cross from Perisic is onside. Pasalic, Matanovic touch the ball, is offside.
Shut up. Shut up. Honestly.
Martinez talking guff.
Do you know what? Had Martinez been the player that went up, because he's bald as a coot, that goal would have counted. It's only because Barnett hit it. If we can believe Snicko.
What do you mean believe it? You got to believe it. There's a chip in the ball.
Yeah, but are we now saying it comes off his hair? It's offside. That's garbage, mate, and you know it. Everyone knows it. Even he knows it. The hypocrisy, the guff that comes out of some managers' mouths is unbelievable. And they're all at it. I don't want to just point the finger in Martinez's direction. They're all the same. Absolute tripe he's come out with there.
Mm. What did you make of the technology? It's the first time I've seen it, right? And, you know, it shows obviously the little...
We don't need it.
The little nick on the snickometer.
I know. So snickometer. Is that...
When the boys told me about it today, I was like, what?
Jay,
what are you on about?
Mate, that's not snickometer in football. Yes. I get it in cricket because if it comes off the bat, then you can catch it and he's out, right? That is...
Yeah, but if it comes off his hair, he's offside.
Come on, mate.
Snickometer.
Well, the hair's got an assist. Come on. So you telling me he would have got an assist had he been onside? Nah, rubbish. I'm not having it. It's absolute guff. This is not football. You can see the ball doesn't change direction. It has no impact on the game at all. It's hair. You can't have hair. I mean, in fact, you know, the way the game has gone, mate, it's
perfect for you. When you get a call-up.
Well, the old hair transplant.
Oh, the old hair transplant. Just shave it off. There's no snickometer on that hairline.
The culprit at that time, Jason Cundy.
That's perfect for you.
Jay, look at the old...
Yeah, no, he's showing roots.
Creeping back in.
Yeah, there are encouraging signs. There are.
Yeah, but if I was playing now, I'd have it all shaved off because of that.
Do you think, right, say it is introduced into the Premier League, right, which it may not. Do you think we're going to see bald footballers?
I reckon if I sign, I'd be looking for all the Zidans of this world. Lombardo, do you remember him? We should do bald 11, Jay. We should. Barthez in goal.
Ravison in midfield.
Mate.
Good player.
I'm telling you, all right, we could do a bald 11?
Yeah, could do.
Poor old Joe. Look at
Joe's looking, he's ripped up the script already.
I'm sure it's been done before, but bald 11. That team now, because of Snicko, they'll be looking, just saying, go and scout this lad. First question, has he got hair?
Number 1.
Looks like we're doing a bald 11 at some point in the show today. Then
text them in.
Text them in. We want your texts. If you got any, we've got to put one together.
Yeah, put a bald 11 together.
I just think it is ridiculous. I have to say, I see the goal, and listen, to say his hair gets involved in the play that makes the offside, I think is outrageous. If there's a change in the way the ball moves or the way where the ball is. You know, like just I just can't believe that they give that as offside because there is absolutely no. I think if you're going to say that it's offside from a player who's touched it, there has to be some sort of movement on the ball. There has to be some sort of change.
I'm just not accepting that that's where football is. The game that I grew up, you know, it was very different back then. I get it, it's more money, but that has not had any influence on the goal and the rubbish guff that Martinez is coming out with. Honestly, you wait.
He's going to say that.
Of course, they're all at it, mate.
Do you want it? Would you like to see it in the Premier League?
No, we don't need that. You don't need it. You don't. People are fallible. Mistakes can be made, but that when you slow it down, you've got VAR. I think VAR in this World Cup has been an absolute disaster.
Do you think?
Yeah, I do. There's been penalties.
Yeah.
Garner should have had a penalty against us.
Yep.
The goal that's ruled out for the Germany goal that was ruled out.
Yep.
Another one happened the other day.
Yeah. You're right.
Honestly, I think VAR has been an absolute shambles this World Cup, and that's another example of it.
Yeah, I agree. All right, you can have your say on that. Get involved in the show. 03 717 22 3344. Still to come. We've got live commentary, Australia versus Egypt. Do you want to see the snickometer in the Premier League? And you're listening to the World Cup Game Day live. Myself, Jamie Hart, and Jason Cundy. Harry Kane, I'm going to give him a 6.
What?
Fantastic second goal, but his overall performance, for me, not good enough.
He scored 2 goals.
I don't care, mate.
Okay, all right.
I don't care.
I don't see what more you want from a striker.
I played the position, mate. As a striker...
You've scored 2 goals in a World Cup knockout game?
What you want more as a striker is you need to be involved in the game. How many times were we saying last night, watching the game, get in the box, get in the box.
Let me ask you this now. When we play Mexico, right, if you had the option to take exactly the same Harry Kane performance with 2 goals or not and start from the beginning, what are you taking?
Yeah, of course you're taking the goals, but when you play better teams, you're not going to maybe score them chances. No offence to Congo.
Yeah, but he did.
But no, of course he did. But is he going to do that against the top defences? He's not.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay, then. Here's one for you then.
Yeah.
Say if we get to the semi-finals, okay, and we're playing Argentina, the final against France.
Yeah.
And he's not getting those chances. Do you still no problem with him playing centre field?
You're marking him
I'm saying,
the performance that he did get them.
I'm asking you a question. You're talking about different games. I'm
Yeah.
asking you a question. Against Argentina, say we get to the semi-finals, the final against France, do you want Harry Kane being more involved in the game? Do you want him holding the ball up?
If he scores 2 again, no.
What if he doesn't score 2?
Well then, yeah, but he did.
Okay, yeah.
But he did. But you're marking him on a performance where he did score 2.
Exactly, but the whole performance isn't just about, you scored a great goal. What was your performance like for the whole game? Simple.
Okay. If you had that game,
yes,
and scored those 2 goals, would you feel a little bit down about your performance?
I would do, yeah. I'd be like, could I have done a lot more? Could I have done more
I
for
don't
my
think
team?
if you score 2 goals and the second one's like that as the win, I don't think you can feel
That's
down.
my opinion, mate.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
I'm just being honest.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Live. BJ Mahara and Jason Cundy taking your calls on whether you want the snickometer in the Premier League. Cundy says it's full of guff. Let's go to Sam. He's a Forest fan. Right, Sam?
Right, Sammy?
Hello, mate. You all right?
All right, Sam. How are you?
I'm not too bad.
Are you bored, Sam?
Not at the minute.
Not at the minute, okay. Right.
What do you mean?
Well, I just want to know.
Question that is.
It's relevant. It's relevant, isn't it?
Sam, what do you want to say?
Well, I've got an idea for the Mexico game.
Go on.
I think we should have starting 11 all in swimming caps.
I mean, it's not hot enough there. Imagine the sweat.
It'd be quite sweaty.
Imagine how hot the head would be, Sam.
Yeah, but
you could just all go, pure skin fade. The whole team.
Yeah, but for argument's sake, if Grealish was there, he's not cutting that off. But if you chuck him in with a swimming cap after the game, whip it back off, he's got his hair back out.
I mean, just to be fair, you're right, but I don't know what to say that.
I mean, what are the chances though? The first
It's a no-brainer.
the first snickometer that you need is like the most controversial one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's always going to lead to something. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come in. But that's not what football's about. I can't believe we've reached this stage. Is football that broken that you need a snickometer in it? Is it that broke?
Well, I just think technology now is they're just trying to implement so much stuff, aren't they? Because the world is progressing in terms of technology, and they just always think, you know what? Let's put a chip in the ball, so we know when someone touches it.
I can't jump on board with this one. Jump on board with it.
No,
I can't.
I think my issue with it is, when you watched it back, we see the goal and you see the touch of the hair, or whatever. Well, where's the rest of the touches? I want to see the touches that happened after that. Show me the spikes on the snickometer.
See, so you just want one come off some bloke's back.
Yeah, one's come off the back, one then it's touched someone's
So you
foot.
want to see all of those just to prove it's working.
Show me the snickometer.
Right.
For them as well. Like how much of it has moved. We've seen a tiny little nick, right, on the snickometer. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see it. Is there a big spike for a different touch?
That's it. The goal has been ruled out because of that. A little. That's disgusting. Honestly,
It's a joke.
It is a joke. You're right.
Let's go to Matt. He's a Spurs fan. Matt.
Mate, what?
Afternoon, gents. I've got a bit of a slightly nerdy explanation for it.
Okay, go on.
If it hits, it's not the same as cricket, obviously, which is done by sound, and you can tell the difference between going off bat and off ball. I'm guessing this is something's got to actually hit the ball or cause it like slight change in pressure.
Mm-hmm.
If you stick a football on sort of a table and move your hand rapidly towards it, but stop an inch short, the wind you generate and the change in air pressure will impact that ball and make it move. So whether or not the snicko's picked up that, right, and he's not actually touched it, he's just picked up the fact that there's been a pressure difference, and that's done it. And that's probably why they've gone to the ref's opinion, because it's not been a proper. Because if he's properly edited it, there'll be a proper scuff on the snicko. There'll be a distinct. They'll just say to him, "Look, he's definitely edited it."
Yeah.
So, which is why they've gone to the ref, and then they've shown the ref only one angle. They haven't showed him the other angle.
Yeah, but the
where it
angle
looks
doesn't
like
matter, though, does it? Because the snickometer's picked something up.
Yeah, but it's picked up. But if he hasn't hit it, and it's been the air pressure that's picked up, you know what I mean? He hasn't hit it. Yeah, like if you put when you go, if you put that ball on the table like smooth surface, and then you move your hand towards it rapidly and stop short, you've created wind.
Like the wind. Just saying the wind could be the snickometer.
There's a pressure difference. You generate pressure, and that pressure will then travel to the ball.
I'm no snicko expert, but I don't think that's how it works because it's flying through the air.
Yeah, but if you're going close to something, there's a pressure difference.
This conversation.
When you go,
I can't believe it. I can't believe it with this.
I don't know if you
straight
come
face.
to the right show, mate.
I can't believe this conversation's taking place on national radio. Air pressure. I'm not having a pop at Matt, but I cannot believe that this conversation is taking place at a World Cup. The hair has caused an offside.
So basically, Croatia is still in the game if he's bald. You're 100% right.
I believe so, and that can't be right, mate. I mean, imagine poor old Cucurella, mate. Imagine that.
Struggle, wouldn't he?
He's going to struggle. He's going to give a goal away, isn't he? He's going to flick it on with his barnet, and he's going to be onside. That's what's happened. Spain will go out. Snicko.
Snicko's going to knock someone out. Well, it did. It just knocked Croatia out. Let's go to Lewis. He's a Man United fan. Lou?
All right, Lou.
Hey, boys, how are we?
Yeah, how you feeling about a bit of Snicko?
It's a stupid idea, and if it gets implemented in Premier League, like everything else does, it gets forced upon us, whatever. But my concern is for the Championship and below, because we already see enough issues with players not understanding the run of play with VAR in like FA Cup matches, like we saw it with Southampton and Chelsea. So the more disparity there is between Premier League and top flight football versus grassroots and all the way up to the Championship, it just makes mobility harder for players and for teams. You know, we already see teams come up to the Premier League and then go straight back down again every season. Why would we add more reasons for them to be confused, not as good, you know?
I don't think there's much confusion when you come up to the Premier League. I mean, it is what it is, right? You come up to the Premier League, you've got to deal with VAR. I don't think Snicko will be implemented in the Premier League. I just don't think it'll happen. I just don't think.
I mean, do you not think that Southampton had a disadvantage in the FA Cup against? I think was it Chelsea or was it Arsenal? I forget. Where they were running back Arsenal and looking for the offside flag, but obviously the the linesmen in FA Cup games with VAR always leave it down if they're not 100% sure.
I think players can adjust to that. I don't think that's a concern. You know whether you've got VAR or not. Most players have played at least one game with VAR in the FA Cup at some stage to be good enough. But I'm not sure that's a concern.
I don't want it. I don't want to see it anywhere near the Premier League.
Snicko can do one.
Yeah?
Yeah, he can do one. Mate.
Don't want to see it?
Don't want to see it. Don't any part of it. It's that's not realistic. And again, I go back to Martinez, and he's the only one that's commented on it because he's the manager. He's talking rubbish. He's now justifying that. Had it been the other way round, had it been a Portuguese player that flicked it on and vice versa, he'd have come out and absolutely berated it. You can't take anything serious, a manager says. I don't want Snicko. No.
All right. Keep your calls coming in. We'll squeeze some on. We've got loads to talk about today. Up next, we're going to be doing no Googling. Yeah, sticking with the topic of technology and football, we want to know, what was the first top-flight professional league in the world to implement the VAR system?
It's a joke. Well, you want to know what country?
Yeah.
Australia.
We're going to give you the answer after the break. Egg.
It's a joke.
Tuchel won the Champions League with Chelsea on the back of not playing particularly attractive football, finding their way through games. So I don't think he really cares how England play as long as they win. And that's his mindset. And he will take the positive out of it. We won. We kept on going towards the end. Well, so you should. And with due respect to the Congolese, their game fell away as the game went on and they became stretched and tired. And for whatever reason, England were able to get themselves back in the game because of the excellence of Harry Kane. Poor goalkeeper on the first goal, which got us back in the game. Brilliant second goal. But you look at it, you go, Declan Rice is like a machine hitting dead balls in there. Look at the first 3 or 4 corners that he hit in. Bang, first man, bang, first man, bang, first man. All of a sudden he starts changing his corners to balloons across the box because he seems to have his confidence gone. You look at Rice and you look at Saka when they come on, they look knackered. They look like players that have been in a long season and haven't got it. And ironically for England, Declan looked better at right back than what we've got, and that might be a conundrum for Thomas Tuchel that he changes that. But I look across the field, Rashford no end products, Madueke no end products. You know, you look defensively, the goalkeeper doesn't worry me so much because goalkeepers make mistakes. That's what happens in games every now and again, and sometimes Pickford makes wonderful saves. But I look at it and say, that is not a team, in my mind, that has any chance of winning this World Cup when it comes up against serious opposition.
What makes this remarkable is how differently you two see it.
Well, I think if you're English, you're going to see it with emotion as well. And I don't have any emotion in this. Like the only person on the whole team that I played with and know is Harry Kane. I want him to do well, and he is doing well, and he's scoring loads of goals. But I don't want him to do well so much.
But Simon's assessment. It's not just emotional, Brad.
No, it's
kind of on the money, isn't it?
Well, his assessment is his assessment. It's his opinion, and he's right about a lot of the things.
Do you not think there feels an awful lot more wrong than right about this England side?
No, see, that's where we're going to differ. I don't think. I think defensively, and especially the right back, I think they're having a hard time.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day on talkSPORT. Me, Jeremy Hara, and Jason Cundy giving you a bit of a sports bar takeover. A few moments ago, we asked, what was the first top-flight professional league in the world to implement the VAR system? The answer?
Australia.
Yeah, Australia's A-League. You gave it away before the break. I mean, you've done Drive how many times? Literally 1,000,000 times.
But do you know what?
And you ruined it.
It was just an educated guess. I actually didn't know the answer. I was just like, where are they going to throw that rubbish somewhere? They're going to throw it in Australia.
Throw that rubbish.
They're like guinea pigs.
Are they the guinea pigs?
They're the guinea pigs.
Yeah, maybe.
They're going to put it in a poor league, aren't they?
It's a bit harsh.
It's not.
You can't call the Australian A-League poor league.
Oh, I just did.
Mate, you can't do that, mate.
Well,
Charlie Austin played that there, mate. It's good league, that.
It's a joke. Didn't stay there long, did he?
Good league, that.
It's not good league.
It's a joke.
It's not.
Don't be knocking Chaz. All right, fine, we'll get him on the show.
I'm not knocking Chaz at all, right? But the truth is, it's one of them leagues, isn't it? Let's test it out on a guinea pig. Let's go to Australia.
It's poor, mate. It's poor. I'm gonna text Charles saying it's.
No, I'm not going to pop a Chaz.
Now though, let's round up all the latest World Cup action on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
It's a joke.
Daily Tournament Roundup on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Yeah, so we see the games last night. Spain, they beat Austria. Absolutely pumped them. Did you watch the game?
I did watch the game, matey. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Really impressive.
They do look good.
Yeah, they do. They've there's been the first game against Cape Verde. I don't know what was going on. Credit to Cape Verde, they deserved a point. Might have won it at the end as well, but it feels like Spain now finally turned up at the top.
It feels like a little bit like when Argentina won the World Cup and they lost the first game.
Yeah, they did.
And then they were like, right,
yeah.
That can't happen
It's
again.
not how you start a tournament; it's how you finish it.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I know, but you can be not garbage, but you can limp your way throughout the group, but then you want to get better and better and better and better. And it looks like Spain now finally reached.
Do you know what I liked about Spain is like the way they move the ball in midfield. And when I watch England, I'm like the little intricate little triangles and stuff like that. You see these players doing. When Jude Bellingham plays for Real Madrid, it happens. When you see the players, Elliot Anderson will do it, and sat there going a little triangle, bounce, pass, set out the other side.
And movement, Jay. It's the movement as well.
I'm watching England play. I'm like, we can do that. We have got the players to play them little passes to open up play and move teams around. But we just don't see it. We look so stiff.
Did you not think that we will start to see a better England now? I think we'll see a better England against Mexico than we have so far.
No, I don't think we do.
I think we will. I think we'll...
Well, listen, we have to. We have to be better. Otherwise, we're going out.
That's true.
We're going to talk about England. There's loads to talk about. Obviously, we'll build up to that from 5. Cucurella. Got 2 assists in the game. It's looking good, mate.
What about the goal disallowed? No, I'm not having that goal disallowed. The goalkeeper going down. It's not a foul. Cucurella goal disallowed. Anyway, he should have stood.
Cucurella looks good though.
He's a good player, mate.
Should have kept hold of him.
Oh, I told you I was disappointed to see him go. Yeah, I wouldn't. I didn't want to see him go, but he, clearly wanted to, and the club decided to take the money. But no, he's got housery about him as well, which I like, and he's got long hair, which is now a disadvantage. So maybe I am glad he's gone.
Portugal went through. Obviously, Ronaldo was a talking point again. He did score though.
He did.
What did you make of his overall performance? Can you believe it's taken Ronaldo 6 World Cups to finally get his first knockout?
I know. I couldn't believe that when I heard that.
That seems outrageous.
It does seem outrageous.
We can't talk about him being one of the greatest ever if is this the first knockout goal he's ever scored.
Well, he's up against Messi, though, isn't he? If you're going to talk about the...
He's up against a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we're talking about the greatest.
Yeah, I mean...
It's the first knockout goal he scored in the World Cup.
Yeah, that stat's crazy. It's a crazy stat. I agree with that. But they got over the... I mean, they need the... You know, that Snicko. Snicko got them through, Jay.
I don't think they're great. Portugal.
No, I don't. They've not really...
Wouldn't be
they're
afraid
another one. So here's on way. I'm really waiting for Brazil to turn up as well. I'm not... I know they bopped Scotland, but they're just Scotland. I'm really waiting to see what they look like. And against Norway, when they eventually win, this is the final time you say, right, okay, come on. Will the real Brazil please stand up? Now show us what you've got. Because they didn't look great for some of the games I've seen. They look a bit leggy, middle of the park. Not totally convinced by them at all. And the same with Portugal. Portugal's midfield's great. But, you know, it's all about what you can do now as you move forward.
I tell you what,
you've got to keep getting better.
A team who never really get talked about as, you know, winning a competition, but they're always there. Switzerland.
Yeah.
Won again, 2-0 against
Their
Algeria.
record this World Cup has gone under the radar.
Yeah, they are dark horses.
They are. They've not lost a game yet. They topped the group with 7 points. They are scoring goals.
Yeah,
they are a bit of a dark horse, them.
They always feel like they're there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
They're just like a real organised outfit.
Yeah, but don't quite have enough to get in, you know, up into the finals, semi-finals.
Yeah. Do you think they can?
Well, so far, I mean,
they've got Colombia or Ghana next. I mean, I'd expect them to win that game.
I agree with that. Yeah. So then what's next? So that gets them into the quarters.
And then in quarterfinals, yeah. That's when it's, you know, then you come up against
That's when the big heads turn up, isn't it?
Yeah, it does feel like that a little bit. But fair play to Switzerland, you know, decent side.
I agree. I totally agree, mate. They've impressed me.
All right, that was a roundup of all the latest World Cup action on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They're here for it.
Daily Tournament Roundup on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Go to Gary. He's a Liverpool fan. All right, Gal?
All right, Gaz.
Afternoon, chaps.
How are you, Gaz?
Great as always. Just a quickie on this Snicko. It's bonkers. It's ruining football. You know, it's a job for the boys.
Gaz, where are you, mate? Your line's terrible.
It's in a lift.
You're in a tube.
Sorry, I'm up a hill in Wales.
You're up a hill?
In Wales?
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
What do you mean?
What are you doing up a hill in Wales?
I pulled over because I thought...
What? What have you pulled?
I pulled...
Gal, phone us back, mate. Come down the hill.
Stop pulling.
Get back to sea level and phone us back, because it's absolutely shocking.
The altitude's up. That's what it does, mate.
There's thin up there.
Mate, it affects...
Thin on the ground.
It affects phone lines.
Do you think there's a hill in Wales that could actually affect sea level? Do you think there's altitude?
Where is it? Is it Nevis? But is it... There's a mountain.
Ben Nevis.
Is it Snowdon? Where's Nevis? Where's he?
What do you mean?
Where's Ben Nevis?
What do you mean, where is he?
He's in Scotland, is he? I've got the wrong country, have I? And I know it weren't in England.
I don't know if there's...
Was it Snowdon? They've got Brecon... Where's Brecon Beacons? Where's that? That's in Wales, though. Okay, fine. I'm
You all right, mate? Yeah?
Gower Peninsula.
I don't know.
Naming places in Wales.
Yeah,
now.
you are.
Cardiff. Swansea.
Cardiff is not. There's no sea above sea level.
No, I know it's not. I know it's on sea level, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. I'm just naming some places in Wales now.
Yeah, brilliant.
Aberystwyth.
That's good gaff.
Not
Good place.
Aberystwyth, mate.
Yeah. We're going to talk about sea level later. Let's go to Michael. He's MK Dons fan. All right, Mike.
Mikey.
How we doing, lads? All right.
I'm all right, Mike. What do you want to say?
Just about the Snicko, like, VAR is supposed to be for clear and obvious, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need a Snicko, it's clearly not clear and obvious, is it?
Totally agree.
So, I think, personally, a lot of the problems VAR is causing, you could do away with it by just having limited challenges. Give every coach at the start of the season, every manager at the start of the season, you get 3. If you challenge and it was right, you get to keep it. And what will happen is, instead of getting like 3 VAR incidents in every game, you'll have 1 every 4 games. You can celebrate your goal. People will stop moaning at the refs because it's up to the manager. If you think it's a bad, why didn't you use your challenge? I just think it solves a lot of the problems. You know what I mean? We're going to let the game flow. We're going to let the game play. You get a couple of season. Oh, he's pulled his challenge out. He's challenging that.
You get a couple of season. A couple of challenges a season.
All right. Well, won a game then, whatever it is.
Won a game?
Because
season? Come on, mate. It's 38 games. You got to spread them around.
I don't want to see all this challenge, like people going on about it. I'm not having it. It's
All right,
it's
well-
bonkers. The game's
it
just
not
leave
you
the
that-
game alone. VAR's bad enough.
Was it not you that said it was only done for like the Maradona hand of God and the big incidents like that?
No. Mikey's
Well,
trying to
they
make sense of
happened a
it,
couple
mate.
of times
That's all
mate.
he's trying to do, Mike. He's trying to make sense of it. And you can't make sense of
Yeah.
it. Mikey's trying to just be...
The clear and
Well, he
obvious
said-
chat we
he
have.
said Spurs are back the other day, didn't he?
Well, Spurs are back.
All right, okay.
He's challenging you, James.
Spurs are
He's
back.
challenging the season. But there's no way, right? See, okay, that goal... Are you telling me... Mikey, I'm going to come back to you now. Are you telling me that Martinez would have challenged that goal because he thinks there's going to be a snicko on someone's hair?
Well, my point on that goal was you shouldn't be using Snicko because it's not clear and obvious. If you have to use a Snicko, then it's not clear and obvious and you shouldn't be challenging it.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying, Mike, to be fair.
I can't believe this
What happened to old
conversation.
clear and obvious? What happened to
No,
that? What happened to that? Where'd that go?
No, that was
Clear and obvious.
That was one of those. It's a bit like stealth when they bring it in and they say to you, you know, the congestion charge. They bring it in.
What do you mean?
Well, the first off, they bring it in. It was like £5.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like £7.50.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden, you're thinking, now you're happy to pay $7.50.
Yeah, I know. Got to pay to go through Blackwall Tunnel now.
Right.
London.
So that's what they do.
Absolute disgrace.
They
You've got to pay to use a tunnel in your own city. What's that about? What's that about?
Well, they've got to do maintenance, I suppose, haven't they?
What do you mean maintenance? What's taxis for?
You know, the motorist runs this country. Without the motorist, this country would collapse. If everyone decided one day, said, "Here we do, no driving day, no one drives," the country would fall apart.
You reckon?
No parking tickets, no petrol being sold,
Speed cameras.
no speed cameras, no congestion charge,
No toll money.
no toll money. Whole country just collapses in one.
I remember Dove Bridge used to be 50p.
Yes, that's what I mean. They bring that in.
50p.
They bring that in, and now all of a sudden, what is it now?
£2.50.
Not cheap still, though.
No, it's not cheap, mate. It's not cheap. £2.50 there, £2.50 back.
Well, then, some people don't come back. Some people just go one way.
What do you mean?
They might only go one way. They might not want to come back.
What are the chances? When would you ever just go one way?
Go to the airport.
You got to come back eventually.
Go the other way.
No, you're not going the other way, are you? You don't just go one way over Dartford Bridge here. If you're going over Dartford Bridge, you got to come back.
No, I don't agree with that. What if you're a truck and you decided you want to go up to Scotland?
Okay, yeah.
That's it.
Where's the truck based?
Manchester.
But why is he going over Dartford Bridge?
Picked up some goods.
He's picked up goods, yeah.
Picked up goods.
And then he's got to go back.
No, and that's it. He doesn't come back.
You're talking guff.
My scenario doesn't come back.
No, there's no scenario where
There's
you don't
people
come
that
back.
go through the tunnel, over the bridge, that don't go back the other way. There are. Don't tell me every single person goes one way, going back the other way. Don't believe it. You buy a car. You buy a car.
What?
You buy a car.
You buy a car?
You buy a car somewhere, you get a train there, buy a car, buy the car, go over the bridge and take it back where you live.
What scenario is that?
You only go one way.
That is such a bad scenario.
Oh, it's great.
What about when you need it serviced? Got to go back.
No, you don't. You go to the nearest garage.
I'm not having it, mate. Yeah, you've come up with like literally one scenario where you would only go over it once.
What about you move house?
That's the only one that's the only one I'll give you.
I'll just give you
That's
two.
no,
Is that not enough? What do you want a
that's
third?
the only-
What do you want a third?
How many times does that happen?
It happens a lot.
No, it doesn't. You hardly ever buy a car and you hardly ever move house.
But it does happen.
Yeah, but of course it does happen.
What about you get lost and then you realise you're very ways and don't go back over the bridge?
Honestly, mate.
Yeah.
See?
I don't know how to
There's three. Do you want a fourth to get?
Go on then, give me another one.
You're in a. Your car gets nicked. You drive over the bridge. Car gets nicked. You can't drive back. Yeah, it's four. Right, I'm not giving you any more.
Honestly, this is a joke.
No, you drive over the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, and then an alien abducts you.
Okay. Where's the car?
It's parked.
Someone's got to go and pick it up.
Someone has.
Yeah.
But not you.
Yeah. But yeah, it's because you're gone. But the car comes back.
Might not.
You mean it might not? Not taking the car as well, are they?
They might do. I've been abducted.
You've been abducted, so they take the car.
I took the car as well.
Right, brilliant. Right. Honestly, you talk so much guff. It's a joke. Keep calls coming in on the World Cup Game Day Live. VJ Mahar and Jason Cundy. speak for Newcastle fans, for Villa fans, for a lot of fans whose clubs can't spend money right. Spurs have finished 17th 2 seasons in a row, right? And then teams like Aston Villa, who have just won the Europa League, are getting fined £19 million and can't spend any money. It's a joke.
They're obviously spending.
I don't care.
Blimey.
It's a joke. Your team as well, Manchester United. Spend whenever you want. The rules are a joke. Just what's the point, mate? What's the point? The rules are terrible, though, Andy. Come on, mate. Be real now. It's that bias, mate. It's that so-called top 6 bias. Clubs like Aston Villa and Newcastle can't buy anyone. But Spurs finished 17th 2 seasons in a row and then go and spend. What's next? Who's going to go and get next?
Just mad. Listen, I don't think he quite understands what FFP stands for because he's used Man United as an example. One of the biggest clubs in the world.
No, but I think he has got a point. I think he has got a point about the fact that, and I feel for Newcastle and Villa fans because they've got one hand tied behind their back.
Yeah.
And they can't spend the money they've got. And now he's right. Villa are getting fined.
What did they get fined? 90 mil?
It was a lot.
Yeah. But it's one of them where... But the only way that obviously the club can grow is they have to get in the Champions League every single season. Now, with Newcastle and Eddie Howe, I feel for him because what's he supposed to do? You look at the recruitment they've had over the last few seasons where he's bought players for less and sold them for a profit. And then all these best players, Tonali's now going to leave. Bruno Guimaraes is now...
Elliot Anderson's the one.
Yeah, but I think back then they didn't quite know that he was going to turn
but they had to sell him.
Yeah, because of the financial fair play.
Right, they had to sell him. Not they wanted to.
Isak, gone.
And you know they haven't even got a sell-on clause as well.
I feel, Eddie Howe, the job he's done at Newcastle, I think, has been phenomenal. But what is he supposed to do from now? What is he supposed to do? You lose Isak, you get Voltmarder.
I don't know.
There's levels.
I don't know, mate. But Spurs feel as though they might be a bit of a problem next season because they're spending money and they're packing out the midfield, Cole.
No, it's good. Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hara and Jason Cundy, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it. Still to come. We're bringing you commentary of Australia versus Egypt. But just quickly, it's day 5 at Wimbledon. Lisa O'Sullivan, who's watching for talkSPORT.
And in the Royal Box, we've got Usain Bolt, the 8-time Olympic champion, and Roy Hodgson, and no, not Gareth Southgate, but alongside him, Joseph Fiennes, who've been playing Southgate in that documentary. They're watching Novak Djokovic here, who is leading 7-5, 6-4, 1-6, but we are in a 4th set tiebreak. Djokovic 5-4, but it's still on serve in that one. It is a hot one here on centre, and Arthur Rinderknecht of France is doing his best to take this to a 5th.
OK, thanks, Lisa. Let's take a look at the latest odds with Bet365.
On the ball, on talkSPORT with Bet365. This summer, Bet365 are bringing you more offers than ever before. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Yeah, Steve Freeth joins us. Right, Steve?
Steve-O, beefy.
How's it going? Hey, Jamie, I've heard a rumour.
Go on.
Are Spurs back?
Spurs are back, mate. Spurs are back. What odds you got on Spurs winning the title next season?
Oh, do me a favour. Honestly.
We have had over 1,200 bets on Spurs to win the Premier League next season.
Have you? How much are they all losing?
50 to 1 into 25, Jamie. The punters have been listening to you, pal.
Mate,
Steve's laughing. He's laughing.
Steve, I'm getting you some cash. Spurs. People are ready. They're ready. They want to see it.
Jay.
7-2 top four. 40-1 to be relegated.
Tell you what, that's worth a quid of anything.
Hold on, so we're 50-1 to win the league, but 40-1 to go down.
You were. You're 25s now. You're 25s
We're going down in the odds,
relegated.
mate. We're going down.
Mate, who does your
odds on soon?
Beef, who does your odds?
Who do you think? The main man. Yeah, that's not me. That's for sure. Yeah, the algorithm. The algorithm does the odds. You know that. You know that, Jace.
Okay.
Oh, look, the money's coming in for Spurs.
Well, okay, idiots.
Let's talk about some of the World Cup winner odds.
Yes.
Ronaldo, Portugal, what are they looking like?
Nah, they've hardly moved, Jamie, to be honest with you. 14-1 they were. They're now 12-1. I'll be honest with you, we haven't for millions. And I still just can't see him winning. For the life of me, I cannot see him winning. I'm hopeful that Spain beat them in the next round. Spain, who are 4-9 to qualify past them. But there just looks, I know, they might get better later on in the tournament. And I know Ronaldo, how many touches yesterday did he have? 25, was it? That's probably quite high for his standards. But there just looks to be so many better teams, and Spain being one of them. Spain have been nibbled a little bit. They've gone from 8-1 into 6-1. But yeah, France still look head and shoulders above many at 15-8. Argentina, of course, who we'll see tonight at 9-2. That won't change if they beat Cape Verde. England drifting out to 9-1, and Brazil are 12-1 also. So we're basically putting a line through everyone bar 3, really. I would say that Mexico are 28, so we'll see how they go. And quite a few people still fancy Colombia, of course, who are in action later as well at 33-1.
Messi Ronaldo final. What are the odds on that one?
Yeah, it was 50-1. Jace, it's now 20-1 Argentina v Portugal final. Again, we've had a load of bets on that also. Not as many as Mexico, of course, against Portugal, but as I was discussing yesterday. But yeah, 20-1 for that, and I still think, as the price suggests, there's still got a lot to do.
I'm guessing Messi and Mbappe is more of a likelihood to happen, right? Is that?
Yeah, definitely. They obviously, the two of them, they absolutely dominate the top of the market, as in the goal scorer wise also, and also the same as in the name the finalists as well. So it's France won't be that bad a result for us, at the moment. So I think I'd definitely take that. I mean, plus they are good to watch as well, aren't they, on the ice?
They are good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the games tonight. Australia versus Egypt. What's the odds on that one?
Under 2.5 goals is 4-9, so I wouldn't get too excited about this one. Egypt, of course, I'll be listening to it on talkSPORT, obviously, but Egypt are 11-8 favourites, drifting a little bit. I think that price might shift depending on team news as we get closer. Australia are 5-2. I know if Australia win this and then they go through, I think they got Argentina, who they met at Qatar, and they got chinned by Messi in the last 16, so nothing new there. Salah has scored and assisted for New Zealand. I haven't been that impressed with him, nor Marmouche, but this feels like this could be an extra time and penalties job for me.
Yeah. Just quickly, you've got any golden boot odds? Is Harry Kane up there?
There's been a little bit for Harry. I mean, it's you still get 3 places. So it's Mbappe 5-4, Messi 11-8, Harry Kane the each way play at 8-1. Haaland's 20. Alazabalu scored 2 yesterday, but didn't get player of the match. It cost me an absolute fortune with Lamel winning it. He's 20. Dembele at 28, and our mate Ronaldo 50-1, top goal scorer. Yeah, as I said, can't see it.
Steve, you're a star, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, Beefy.
Cheers, lads.
Right, those are the latest odds with Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 18+, Gameday.org.
On the ball, on talkSPORT with Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and check out more offers than ever before this summer. 18+, Gameday.org.
Right, get your calls in, because we are going to be talking a lot in the next hour about England v Mexico. We've got loads to get through. 03 717 22 3344.
It was an absolute shambles. It was so bad. You're watching going, oh, no. It's almost like they'd been out last night. That's what it felt like. It was so bad, mate.
Mate,
we got out of jail
There's
tonight.
so much to talk about, and obviously we're going to take calls, but I have to talk about the fact that we don't look like we've got any players in the team, apart of, like, obviously Kane, right? He'll win you a game, and Bellingham. But, like, you can't have two players win the World Cup. France have got 6, 7. Where are the players who are going to make something happen? And I don't want to go there, but I'm going to. Cole Palmer. Trent. Like, you've left these players at home. The right-back position, it's almost criminal that we're having to play Spence there. Spence doesn't start at right-back for Tottenham, who finished 17th. And I'm looking at it going, what's going on? What am I watching? Maduaki doesn't get to the byline, pulls it back to Spence. Spence doesn't want to cross the ball. It's not his game. It's not his game. He's athletic. He'll defend well. It's not his game. I'm sitting here and I'm like, all of a sudden, the best part of the game where we looked all right was when Declan Rice went right back and Saka played right wing because they had a connection. And if Saka tried to get to the byline, it didn't happen. Come back to Rice and Rice puts the ball in the box. And it's like, how have we not took Trent? How? It's going to go down as one of the worst World Cup squad picks ever. Ever. That Trent hasn't gone. Cole Palmer must be sat in O Beach in Ibiza laughing that he's not involved in this squad. Laughing. Because we are terrible. We're terrible.
We are terrible. We are terrible. There's no getting away from it. One thing I will
Harry
say,
Kane gets us out of a hole.
He does. And Bellingham, the pair of them have got us through to where we are right now. And without those two, we're absolutely shot to pieces.
It's not easy to follow in the footsteps of your idol, especially when he's Diego Maradona and your country expects you to emulate him. That was the burden Lionel Messi would carry on his remarkable World Cup journey. In 2006, a baby-faced 18-year-old Messi scored on his tournament debut in a 6-0 rout of Serbia and Montenegro, but Argentina would be knocked out by Germany. By 2010, Messi was the best player in the world and under pressure to inherit Maradona's crown. But again, it didn't go all that well. He didn't score a single goal, and for the second tournament in a row, Argentina would be knocked out in the quarter-finals by Germany. A year later, Messi was made permanent captain of his country, and the pressure ramped up further. Their last major honour had been the 1993 Copa America. Anticipation was off the scale in 2014, which was surely their year, right? Argentina battled to the final, but who was waiting for them? Germany, and they nicked a late goal in extra time. Messi had fallen at the final hurdle, and the golden ball was no consolation. By 2018, patience was wearing thin, but a disaster of a tournament saw Argentina finish second in their group and go out to France in the round of 16. This was never going to happen for Messi, but hope began to return. Messi lifted the Copa America in 2021, so going into 2022, the tension in Argentina was palpable. Messi and his team scraped through the groups and then got past Australia, the Netherlands and Croatia. France and this guy awaited in the final, and it was one of the great World Cup spectacles. Messi scored 2 as the game went the full distance, but when Argentina's winning penalty went in, Messi didn't run. He sank to his knees. All that waiting, the trials, the pressure, the anguish, he'd done it. 36 years after Maradona became Argentina's forever hero, Messi finally had fulfilled his destiny.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, and Jason Cundy. Still to come, we're going to bring you commentary of Australia versus Egypt in their round of 32 tie. Now, it's time to get all the latest from the England camp. Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
On England's Corner on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Mexico is as big as it gets in the World Cup.
In the last 16, England will go to the Azteca.
Maybe one of the most beautiful fixtures that you can have. You play against Mexico in the Azteca.
Viva Mexico! Jimenez makes the run into the area, and the glancing header is his. Fired in by Cundy. Mexico have the first goal. Raul Jimenez again. It's time. Magnificent. Can you believe it?
This is one tough game. Level of toughness. This is a 9.9.
The altitude is going to be a big problem.
Their record there is unbelievable. If you want to be world champions, you have to go through tough games.
We're better than the Mexicans. We're better than the Mexicans.
Jude Bellingham comes up trumps. On the turn. Oh, what a goal!
When the going gets tough, they show up, and we will do this again.
Yeah, England have the daunting task taking Mexico on in the high altitude at the Azteca in Mexico. It's live on talkSPORT this Monday morning at 1 a.m. following the Three Lions 2-1 win against DR Congo Wednesday. Boss Thomas Tuchel was asked whether his side can prepare for the conditions.
We will not be ready. We will arrive one day early, but we will not be ready because you cannot not be ready in terms of adaptation. Body cannot adapt in 3 days' time. It's just impossible. We need 12 days' time, 14 days' time. We don't have it, so it is a big disadvantage, of course. Let's see how much sleep we get. Let's see how much traveling takes, if it would be as smooth as here in the US or if it gets a bit more tricky. So I think there will be a lot of obstacles can come. A lot of obstacles can come. We play against the home nation. We play in altitude. We play in heat, so in humidity. They will throw it at us. I think we saw today that this team means it. They are ready to walk the talk. When the going gets tough, they show up, and we will do this again.
Jeez, I mean, he's getting his excuses in there.
I didn't really like that.
No?
I don't like that. Don't like the language you used there.
No.
So, no. We all know that the issues, but I don't think he needed to double down on it. I preferred if he said, "Yeah, challenge." Of course, it's going to be challenging, altitude, heat, all of the above, and as he's mentioned there. But look, it's Mexico. It's not Argentina. It's not Brazil. We can go there and win.
Mm-hmm.
Their record at home is ridiculous.
No, the record at home is really good. But I looked at the last 26 games since the last time they lost. I think they got beat by United States, right? And they've played 26 games since then. They've had loads of other games, but I've looked at the games. They ain't, apart from Portugal, they ain't played any.
No.
Like they've played at El Salvador,
they're all
Guatemala,
games.
Scotland.
They're all winnable games.
They're all games that are, you know.
However, this because it's in the and they have been there whole camp. As far as I don't think they played outside the Azteca. I think I'm right in saying that. This is going to be challenging because the altitude. Now, I've never played at altitude.
I have.
What's it like?
Awful. Disgusting.
Oh, don't say that, Jay.
No, it is.
It's just a pop at Tuchel for saying it. Now you're saying.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want you don't want your manager to come out and say, "Yeah, it is disgusting." But I can tell you now, it's disgusting. I've done it in South Africa. We went out there, played a pre-season tour, and we played at altitude.
What is it? What's the altitude?
I can't remember, mate. I can't remember. All I know is that I was blowing. And I mean, let me tell you, it's not only your lungs. Your lungs, obviously, you're like, oh my God, I can't breathe. It's your legs and everything. The lactic acid just comes so much quicker.
I don't like the sound of this, mate.
You go for it. Like, if you make one sprint, and this is when I was fit, right? We're not talking about now. This was when I was fit.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking like now.
Mate, you wouldn't be able to climb the stairs.
I remember warming up, to play the game thinking, I'm blowing. Like, seriously blowing. You can't catch your breath. But also, what happens when you're fatigued? You don't think straight.
No.
Your feet don't work how you want them to work because you're tired, you're fatigued, and you're like, oh my God. So, mate, it is a massive problem.
No, I don't doubt
people
that.
train at altitude, but it's different level to when you've actually got to play at full tilt.
And also, you're in their backyard, right? And there's going to be 80,000 partisan fans or thereabouts. But come on, it's Mexico. I know.
No, I get, and I'm also on that side of the argument.
if we're going to win a World Cup, you've got to, and it is going to be tough, but you've got to do this. You've got to get past these hurdles.
Yeah.
No one's going to give you, and I'm no doubt this is going to be a tough game. If we play like we have done, other than the second half against Croatia, we'll go out. I'm telling you that for nothing. We will go out because we have not really performed. I think this will be a different game. I think I've got a feeling we'll turn up.
Goldstein and Gabby were joined by altitude expert James Barber on the Breakfast Show this morning. He outlined why playing at altitude will be a problem for England.
It's really tough. And it's not necessarily the fact that one single sprint will feel harder, but it's the fact that you have to do that time and again. You know, if think football, you have to sprint, recover very quickly and sprint again. And across the course of 90 minutes, that just accumulates, that fatigues. Every single recovery is a little bit impaired, and it's going to mount up from there really across the course of the time they're playing. And the altitude sickness thing is tough, you know, and they're dealing with that. We're talking about match day, but they're going to be up there for a couple of days beforehand as well. You know, what that does to the recovery from their last match, from the travel, all the rest of it, it's a challenge right from the off.
Can I just say this? I think it's an absolute disgrace that we're playing at the Azteca. I have to say, I think it is, you know, a World Cup that we've put together, and the teams that have to go to Mexico are at a complete disadvantage.
Agreed.
Like, it is. I think it's almost unacceptable that it is a huge disadvantage that teams have got to go there who haven't been given the opportunity to prepare for it, haven't been given the opportunity to be able to train at altitude, and then you've just got to go there and play Mexico at the Azteca. I just don't think it's fair. It's not right. You know, like every other team or nation has got to play at a different ground, but I know they're a host nation, but to play at the Azteca at, you know, that 2,200 metres up, whatever it is, right?
It is that, yeah.
I think it's bang out of order.
There is a
huge disadvantage.
I know, but it's
not fair.
No, but I don't want to hear that though.
I get that, and I don't want to hear the excuses, and I get that. But it is true, though.
No, I agree with you. But what I don't want to be doing is sitting here on Monday using that as an excuse. Go there and beat them, right? I know it's going to be tough, and there's a reason their record is so good. Okay, some of the level of opposition.
The reason that their record is so good is because they've got an advantage.
They do have an advantage,
not because they're a better team than everyone else.
Right? Okay, fine. But it is what it is, mate. Get on with it. Suck it up, literally.
It's easier said than done when you're breathing out your backside after 5 minutes.
I know.
Because you haven't been given the opportunity to be able to prepare to play at that level.
Acclimatise. That is.
I just think it's unfair. And I don't want to make excuses.
No,
I won't on the day. But it is a mockery. It's a mockery of the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's a mockery.
Yeah.
Teams are having to go there and having to play. Hold on a minute. We got to go. How's that right? How's that right? How's that fair?
Jay, I totally agree with you, but you can't. That conversation needs to be taking place 8 years ago, whenever it was given to Mexico, whenever they were the host nation. Right. So we know what we're going into.
Mexico could win the World Cup.
Well, they won't. The final's not there. So
yeah, of course, but they could get there, right? They could get there because of the advantage that they have over every other team that's got to go and play at the Azteca.
Are we better than Mexico?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Then
on paper,
and then.
But the conditions give them the advantage.
Right. They have an advantage, right? But we're better than them.
It's like being 1-0 down. We're starting the game 1-0 down.
But we're better than them.
Yeah, I know. But
right.
It's like starting the game 1-0 down. They have got a huge advantage.
They do have.
First 20 minutes, they go 1-0 up. We're banging trouble.
That's 2-0 then.
Yeah, we're 2-0 down. You know, it's easy.
Where we go 1-0 up?
Well, there's 1-1. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Jay, but you can't complain now.
Well, no, there's nothing you can do. It is what it is.
I agree with you, but I do not want to be sitting here Monday night taking calls and using that as a crutch. Oh, we don't. No, turn up. We got subs.
Surely you've been at altitude.
I've never played at altitude. I played in humidity. I played in Hong Kong, right? Speaking to Benty about it, that humidity. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and then you've got heat, humidity, and altitude. Right now, I've never played at altitude, but it sounds like an absolute nasty piece of work.
Yeah, it's not good, mate. No. It's not good.
Maybe we are going to be sitting there Monday using excuses, mate.
I'm going to be full of them.
Yeah. Altitude.
It's
not fair. Either out.
You know what I'd like to know, and I don't know if this has been a possibility, that hopefully, I'm hoping, you know, Thomas Tuchel says they haven't been able to prepare. Surely they must have looked at the draw and thought we could get Mexico in Mexico.
Didn't they do? Didn't he have him in a tent or something?
Yeah, like you can get the altitude chambers, right?
Okay,
you can get the breathing.
Right. Okay. Let me ask this. Let me ask this. During a hydration break, could you have an oxygen break?
What do you mean?
Get masks on the boys. Get a load of oxygen, pure oxygen into the lungs. Use that. Hydration plus stroke oxygen break. No? I mean,
you can have them breathing things, right? People train with the breathing things in your mouth, right? When you go on a treadmill, you can have that thing that makes you feel like you're at altitude.
Right, okay. Get oxygen in the lungs.
What do you mean?
It's not as stupid as it sounds, Jay.
No, it depends how stupid you want. How stupid do you want to go?
All the lads
We're talking about like bringing out like a load of oxygen tanks.
Yes.
And when just like when you know in the hospital.
It's like bang, you know the mask.
You want to put a mask on them?
Pure oxygen goes into the lungs. Does it sound ridiculous? You can read. Okay, it's a hydration break. You get your water, then you get your oxygen.
I'd like to know the answer.
I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Well, obviously, I know you're guessing.
I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, of course.
But it sounds good, though, doesn't it?
No. I like where your head's at. I just don't know if it's a possibility. Is it allowed?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to bring on a load of oxygen tank?
Well, why not? You're only breathing oxygen. It's only what's in the atmosphere anywhere. Pure oxygen in the lungs.
But bang. Not at the Azteca.
Why not? You can do it.
No, because that's the whole point, right? It's lower oxygen. So what you're saying is give me sea level oxygen.
Yeah, I want pure oxygen. I want below sea level oxygen.
What do you mean below sea level? There's no such thing as below sea level.
The lowest oxygen, the purest oxygen you can get.
Is sea level.
I want water, pure oxygen. Get the lads on that. In the mouth, bang. Water.
How high is it?
2002.
2,200 metres up.
Yeah. It's high.
It's high.
Right. Oxygen.
What's Everest?
16?
Is it 16? Is that 16,000 metres above the sea? Or is it 16,000 metres below
the sea?
The level?
Above the sea.
Above the sea?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's high. So 2,200.
You wouldn't want to play football up there, would you? Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Not sure.
29,000 feet, Everest. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, 2,200. Where is this gaff?
I don't know.
Where is it?
Mexico.
No, I know it's in Mexico, but like, where is it?
I know. I don't know.
Why is it so high? Why have they built a stadium that high?
Because that's just where it is.
Yeah, I know, but where? Like, it's up a mountain. Like,
top of a mountain.
It is literally on top of a mountain. What's around it?
I think they know what they're doing. I think they know, yeah.
Apparently there's 2 volcanoes there as well. Like, where is this gaff? Why is it so high?
I don't know, Joe.
Like, is there a town? I want to know, is there a town around there? Is there a city?
There must be. There's got to be infrastructure.
Just like, you know what? Let's build a stadium at the top of a mountain.
Volcano.
Yeah, at the top of a volcano, and we'll win 86 games on a bounce here. Because no one can play it. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's a bit of a mockery.
It was built in 1966. I know that.
Was it?
Yeah. A little bit of research on it, mate.
Oh, good research, that.
That's what I know.
Yeah. That's all you know. All right, that was a roundup of all the latest. You can have your say on that. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They're here for it.
Daily Tournament Roundup on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Right, you don't want to go anywhere because coming up next, we have found something that could help England play at altitude. And it involves something that we all may have taken.
We've already established you're a deluded Arsenal fan. What do you make of Morgan Rogers and 130 million pounds?
You know what? I saw O'Hara going absolutely mad on was it? He was somewhere. He was talking. Yeah, and he was talking about the prices, etc. And I do actually think he's right, man. I think the prices have gone absolutely crazy. But it's one of those where, as crazy as it is, number one, it's not my money, and number two, football makes so much money. They're only going to spend where they think they can get the money back. So as much as it's crazy for us and we go, oh my gosh, these crazy prices, they're making money selling people's shirts on the back end anyway, and all these expensive tickets and everything that's going on. So someone can afford it.
Do you need him though, Joel? Because I agree with Bentley when I've listened to Bentley say that you've got Eze, you've got Odegaard, you know, you've got Ranieri, Darwin coming back, but don't you need a proper left winger? I know Martinelli can do good things, Trossard, okay, but wouldn't that money be well spent elsewhere?
I think he's so good that if he's available, you take him. I really do. I think in the Premier League,
30 million.
It's not my money. If they can afford it,
but that will
why
take,
do we care?
Because I'm guessing you've only got a certain amount of money to spend in this window, and 130 million will be a huge chunk of it. Wouldn't you rather spend that chunk of it on a left-sided midfielder?
It depends on who's available, though, Andy. Like nowadays, who's available? If I was to ask you, who do we get? If it's not him, who?
Nico Williams.
I mean, that would be amazing.
Barcola.
He's signed a contract though. With,
he don't want to leave, does he?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's look, Kvaratskhelia, however you say his name, he would have been brilliant like a couple of years ago, but we missed the boat on that. I don't want Rafael Leao. The option of Rashford, I've been hearing, but
what does it say about the Eze transfer, though, Joel? If you're going for Morgan Rogers now, after Eze signed last summer, what does it say about that transfer?
Yeah, but Eze is more central, though.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jeremy Hart, Jason Cundy, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app. Still to come, we're going to be joined by Alex Crook live from New York. But just quickly, it's day 5 at Wimbledon. Lisa O'Sullivan is watching for talkSPORT.
Novak Djokovic has chalked up his 105th match win at Wimbledon, bringing him alongside the great Roger Federer. He had a show-stopping finish as well, a dive volley after his opponent, Arthur Rinderknecht, had hit the deck. The 7-time champion marching through in this side of the draw. Yannick Sinner booked his place in the next round after beating Jensen Brooksby in straight sets at pretty much the same time. There's been victories today for Naomi Osaka, Belinda Bencic and Jessica Pegula. And here on centre court, Arina Sabalenka is underway against Yelena Ostapenko. This one, I suspect, will be over relatively quickly.
Okay, thanks, Lisa. Now, there's a brilliant story on talksport.com right now, and it reads this. Hear me out. England stars looking for quick fix to elevate their performance against Mexico would be allowed to use Viagra. Vitamin V widens the blood vessels in the lungs after blocking an enzyme that restricts them, which is crucial at high altitudes. The thin atmosphere, low concentration of oxygen made it harder to pump oxygen around the body and maintain stamina. By reducing lung blood pressure, Viagra would counteract the feelings of early fatigue and dizziness caused by high altitudes. Head to talksport.com to read more about this. You should always consult a doctor before using it.
Yes is the answer. All right.
Mate, bit of Viagra?
Yeah, I mean,
Mate, there's good scientific knowledge.
It helps blood flow, doesn't it? That's its job.
Well, yes. And
certain areas of the body.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, there's certain areas. But what do you make of, the scientific reason for a bit of Viagra? It's meant to help to elevate your performance.
Well, I mean, look, yes, and that's its job.
It's its job to elevate.
It's its job to help blood flow to. It makes sense, doesn't it? When you think about it, it makes sense. I've got a great story, by the way.
What do you mean? What about Viagra?
So I played in a vets game.
Okay.
This is going back some time ago now.
Okay.
I've told the story before. For those that haven't heard it, I apologise.
Go on.
So this lad was going around the vets game, and we couldn't get all ex-Chelsea players. So some of the lads would pull like mates in.
Yeah.
This bloke he went round with like sachets, like of the pure glucose.
Yeah.
Those
the hydration stuff.
Anyway, he's handing these things out, and he gave everyone 2 of them, right?
Mhm.
So that goes around giving them. I'm like, brilliant. So I necked one straight away because I'm not the fittest as I was when I was playing the vets game.
Yeah.
So I'd done one, and as I'm doing the second one, he go, "Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm tasting. It's Viagra.
What?
It was Viagra. It was liquid Viagra in a sachet, Jay. Right? I'm about to go out and play. I've done 2 of these sachets. Right?
Right.
And I'm now thinking, oh my God, what have I done?
Yeah.
Will I die?
Right.
Am I going to die? So we played this vets game.
Yeah.
And the first thing that happened, right, the ball went over my head.
Yeah.
I've got to chase it into the
Get
corner.
behind?
Got him behind, mate. Got him behind. Anyway, so all the lads know, and they're all coming out with things.
Yeah.
Going hard.
Yeah. Is it?
Get up him, Jay. Get up him. Get close. Right? Right?
Yeah.
All of this football parlance.
Go on.
Anyway.
Sliding in?
Jay, you name it, right?
Yeah. You made some good...
Yeah, made some good tackles. Yeah. Right? Anyway, on the way home, nothing happened.
Harry, can you stop?
Nothing happened on the pitch.
What do you mean nothing happened?
Well, I didn't... Well...
What,
it didn't work in terms of like
work. It didn't work. Did
Jay,
it elevate your performance?
No.
What do you mean no?
I felt hard on the way home, mate. Seriously.
Did you?
No, it did, yeah.
It took its time.
Mate, yeah, but then eventually, right, 2 of them, Jay, played 90 minutes.
You played 90? You haven't played 90 for 20 years.
I know, but
so it must have worked.
I got through it.
Mate, Viagra's bang on then.
It was a vets game, to be fair. The lads couldn't, honestly, they couldn't. This bloke that gave it, he was like, what are you doing? It's Viagra. What are you doing?
But do you think the boys should take it? Like, there's no harm in if it could potentially elevate.
Hard in the tackle, mate.
Well, yes. But, it could elevate performance. They genuinely could.
Well,
you wouldn't...
I don't know whether I can see Thomas Tuchel handing out little blue pills, mate, to the lads just 10 minutes before they get back.
Red ones. You get red ones.
Oh, what about them? I don't know about the red ones.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Are they?
Well, I remember training...
You remember?
I remember training at altitude.
Don't tell me you took Viagra at altitude.
Yeah, no. I remember, Get it out. I remember training.
Get it out.
No, I remember.
No, don't get it out.
I remember training at altitude, and there was some things on offer.
Were there?
Yeah. And,
seriously. Oh, so it's a thing.
Yeah. So.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it was. No, pretty good. They were good, mate. They were all right.
They got you through it.
Yeah. They. Yeah. I felt solid in the game.
You pulled through.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Get your calls in on that. 03.
What are they going to phone up? I don't know. What are they going to say?
Well, I'm just
Viagra chat.
Well, you can take it. It's not illegal, right? It's not a banned substance.
Okay.
So you are allowed to take it. Do you want Harry Kane to take Viagra? 03717 223344.
That can't be a question on national radio.
Well,
you can't pose that.
It's on talkSPORT.com.
Do you want Harry Kane to take Viagra? You can't. I don't think anyone ever thought that question would ever be asked.
Well, it's being asked the question now because it is a genuine scientific breakthrough that Viagra will help at high altitude. So it's a genuine
question. Do you know what then, mate? I'm all for it.
Imagine if he's offside, though.
What?
You know.
What?
You know.
With what? We all sorry with what? His toe?
Imagine if the snickometer gets used.
Snickometer comes off his... God, that would be an absolute disgrace.
It's offside.
Mate, what's that sticking out?
The old snickometer's got involved.
Conversation was always going to go down this route.
Yeah, it's gone downhill, hasn't it? All right, should we move on?
Yes.
Bit of no Googling.
Do it.
Still to come. We'll bring you Australia versus Egypt live. But first, it's time for no Googling.
Do you want... You actually asked that question.
I can't believe I asked. I don't think
Do you want Harry Kane to take Viagra?
Yeah.
You put that out as a question.
I can't...
03717.
I know. I mean, it was always going to happen, right? Sports bar comes to drive. Yeah. It was always going to go downhill. Right, stayed on stadiums with high altitude. We want to know, what is the highest altitude stadium in professional English football? Answers next. Keep the calls coming in. 03 717 22 33 44. He shouldn't get beat near post, mate. He should not get beat near post. I'm not having it.
That football saying has been knocking around since I was a kid. Right? In that situation, there's no defender in front of him. He's had a touch. He's got his head up. He's got the goal to aim at. He can go that way. He can go this way. Pickford knows that. Stop saying he shouldn't get beat.
Yeah, but, all right, okay, right.
Are you saying it's a crime?
No, he shouldn't get beat. He shouldn't get beat.
Why not? Why not?
Right, stand there. Right, we've got two posts here. Right, that's a goal. Right, please, for me.
What's the goal?
Well, there's the goal. You got a post there and you got a post there. All right, talkSPORT's the goal. All right.
So that's their post.
Yeah, you got.
That's their post.
Yeah, right. You got your Seaman shirt on. Right. Okay. Right. I'm the Congo player.
I'm set.
Well, no, you're not set because you're in the middle of the goal. You got to set. You're standing there.
Hold on. That's the post.
That's the near post.
I'm happy.
No, you're not happy.
I'm happy.
No, you're not happy.
What's that?
What do you mean? That's the back post. Don't worry about that. You don't need the mic. All right. People can hear you.
Where are you?
I'm here. I'm the Congo player. I've got the ball.
Get back a bit.
Right. I'm here.
Yeah.
You're standing in the middle of the goal for one. You're in the wrong place.
I'm happy.
No, you're not happy.
I'm happy.
You're not happy.
I'm happy.
Okay, well, I'll score near post.
Okay, but you can score there as well.
No, but that's not where you stand. You stand there.
Okay, I stand here.
No, you don't stand outside the post, do you? You stand next to the near post.
Okay.
I shouldn't score there.
Okay.
I should not score there.
Where's he going to score?
If he scores there, in the top corner.
No, forget top corner. Where's some top corner?
If he scores there, there's more space. It's a better strike. Yeah. It goes across the keeper.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good goal.
So what's wrong with that?
But that's not where Pickford's standing.
Well, he is.
He's not.
That's exactly where he stood.
He's not stood there.
No, I'm not having it, mate.
What do you mean you're not having it?
I'm not having it.
You don't get beaten in the near post.
It's a football saying which needs to be outlawed, right? In a 1v1
situation. Near post.
Stop saying it. What a goalkeeper can get beat near post.
He can.
He can. In that situation, he can.
One of the beautiful things about the World Cup is when someone just takes the tournament by storm. Some obvious names pop up, like James Rodriguez. Back in the 90s, there was Salvatore Schillaci. 6 of his 7 career goals for Italy came at Italia 90 as he carried the Azzurri to a 4th-place finish at home. That was the tournament we saw a 38-year-old Roger Milla go from Cameroonian squad player to dancing by the corner flag. And of course, in '98, Michael Owen, who the rest of the world hadn't really heard of before he made some Argentinian greats look like school children. And thinking about Liverpool, they probably wish the 2002 World Cup never happened, because they signed this guy off the back of his performances in Japan and South Korea. They could have had him instead, and Steven Gerrard's still crying. No player's ever taken a tournament by storm quite like Paolo Rossi, though. He served a 2-year match-fixing ban before the 1982 World Cup and did absolutely nothing in the group stage. But then, an explosion of goals. A hat-trick against Brazil, 2 in the semis against Poland, 1 in the final against West Germany. Italy won the World Cup thanks to him. He also took home the Golden Ball and the Golden Boot. He's the only player to ever win all 3 in the same tournament. The World Cup is full of fairy tales, but none compare to Rossi's 82.
You are listening to World Cup Game Day on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, Jason Cundy. A few moments ago, we brought you the second no Googling of the afternoon. It was, what is the highest altitude stadium in professional English football? The answer is the Hawthorns, West Brom, 551 feet above sea level, which is 14 times lower than the Azteca.
It's not much in it, mate.
Now, though, the German FA are set to open talks to Jurgen Klopp about becoming their new head coach. Julian Nagelsmann has resigned yesterday. In a statement, the DFB said it will now seek talks with Jurgen Klopp, adding he has already signalled his general willingness to take on the position. Klopp's been out of management since leaving Liverpool 2024. He's been at Red Bull Group as their head of global football. What do you make of that one?
Perfect for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran out of energy from what we can remember, what I remember. And he's such a demanding coach that he demands so much of himself and the players that you're going to run out of steam. But it's perfect for him. You know, we know that managing a nation is very different. You go and watch games. You're in camp, was it 4 times a year, maybe? It's absolutely perfect for him at this stage. And you know...
Does it worry a bit? He could turn him into a general force again.
They were pathetic, Germany.
Yeah, I know.
They were so bad. How they topped the group, but to go out in the manner they did, okay, listen, they had a goal disallowed. Task scored a goal, which I believe should have stood. Having said that, they didn't really deserve it. They didn't do enough in the game. You know, they're playing against Paraguay, mate.
Yeah.
You know, and not to get... Paraguay defensively were brilliant. They dug in. But it's perfect.
They have to go through that game. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, there's no excuses, mate. No,
and Nagelsmann, he's a good manager, but you can't stay in.
Jay, the whole tournament, Germany were poor. The whole tournament. You know, for them to top the group was a bit of it was a false impression. Certainly, what I saw of Germany, and that's unacceptable for a side. Right?
Jurgen Klopp, though, that's serious business if he gets that job.
Yes, indeed, and they will. Look, Nagelsmann's obviously a top coach as well. I don't quite know why Germany was so bad. I mean, they're you know, you look through the squad, they've got some really good players. I mean, really top class players.
Yeah, of course.
But Neuer in goal. There's going to be a changing in certain areas of the pitch.
Well, I think Jurgen Klopp will come in and will look for energy, won't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With the way he plays. Yeah, high energy, that rock and roll. Heavy metal? Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Heavy metal.
Whatever you want.
Heavy metal football. And he will want to play that, and, you know, high intensity. Everyone that plays for him seems to love playing for him. I love watching the Liverpool side he managed.
Yeah.
That's one of the best Liverpool sides we've ever seen, certainly in my lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's perfect for him.
All right, time now to hear some of your shared takes with Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, we have been talking about England, the Azteca, high altitude, Viagra. We've given you a lot on the drive today. Let's go to Harry.
You two have been talking guff. You've been talking guff in your own words. Absolute guff. We've dispatched Congo 2-1, Harry Kane double, bosh. And now we've got the Azteca. I've heard big things about this. Azteca, Schmazteca. Right. Who cares? I know it's a coliseum. I've heard this all day. It's a coliseum. It's a coliseum. But we're gladiators. Our boys are gladiators. Harry Kane's Russell Crowe. Sing it with me, lads. I said, maybe you're going to be the one that saves me.
H, calm yourself down, pal.
We take some Viagra, H.
Oh, that gets me on that.
Sound very excited, mate.
I want Tuchel handing out Viagra like Smarties. Yeah. Like Skittles, everyone 3 apiece. No one's going to be marking us on corners, especially with those in us. No way.
Where are you watching it, H?
Worried about.
Where are you watching the game?
Watch it down the pub, Thank you for the government letting the pubs open. I appreciate that.
5 a.m. Good night out.
It's a good time.
It's a good night. That's a lock-in.
That's a lock. Straight through to Brazil. Bye, Neymar. You're going home. Argentina on the way. Messi, farewell. And straight through to France. That gets a bit tricky.
All right. H, listen, mate, I'm going to let you go.
Imagine being with H on Sunday morning at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Imagine being with him. Wowzers.
Let's go to Ryan, who's a Man United fan. Rise.
Rhino.
Hello, mate. Well, I'm an England fan first and foremost, and I just hearing. I relay what the guy just said. You know, these excuses with the altitude and this.
I don't think they're excuses. They're just points.
I don't like the fact. I don't like. I agree.
Points.
Go on, Rhino.
They are points, but we're going on about them. And what, do you know? If I'm listening to Cape Verde's radio, Congo's radio, the media there, I bet they're just getting behind them. I bet they're just getting on board and they're just go. But here, we're even the manager, Thomas Tuchel, when it first started, he was like brilliant in the way he talks. Now he's like swallowed into our way of thinking and, you know, going on about all the excuses and that. Let's get behind the team. Let's get behind Harry Kane. Let's say the altitude ain't going to matter at all. Let's get behind. I've got people at work that go, oh, we ain't going to win the World Cup. We ain't going to. Of course we are.
I know, but we're also realists, right? We're also realists. We are realists. Come on, Rise.
Of course.
We're not the best team. We haven't shown that we're capable of winning the World Cup yet.
I don't know. I mean, that Croatia game, they gave Portugal a run for their money last night, and, you know, we tore them apart.
The first game. What have we shown since then?
Well, yeah, fair enough. And we've all know that we can't handle lower teams on the lower end of the FIFA rankings with that low block, and we're maybe getting our heads too much. But when it comes to the big teams, when it comes to Mexico's challenge, we should, I don't know, I think that's it, our team can't help but listen to the media. And if they're hearing, worried about altitude, it's only going to cement maybe they're going to worry about it.
I hear you. I hear you.
I kind of agree with him.
No,
I don't like the talk.
I didn't like the Thomas Tuchel.
No, I didn't like his reaction.
No, I didn't like that.
There is a reality, though, that altitude clearly is an issue. And you had the
depends, mate.
Well, it depends what you take.
Depends, you know.
Which, Rhino, do you want Harry Kane to take Viagra?
Well, I was gonna. It's maybe a question for you guys down at the pub later, I think. But I don't know. This
scientifically proven to help with altitude.
Yeah.
Well,
if you press a button, does Harry Kane take Viagra? Yes or no? Is a yes button or no button? What are you pressing?
Yes. Yes for a laugh.
Right, brilliant. Let's go to Carl. He's a Leeds fan. Carl.
Yeah, hello guys. Good show as usual. This is my take on it. I think England can do it if they play the right combination up front.
Go on.
Here's my take on it.
Okay.
I think we should play Ivan Toney up front with Harry Kane. The reason why this is my thinking with the altitude and the heat is going to be something special. All of you guys, all the experts say it's going to be hot, and Ivan Toney is probably better than Harry Kane at holding the ball. He's not a great finisher as such like Harry Kane is, but you need an out ball. If that ball keeps coming back, England are going to be under a lot of pressure.
Okay, then, fine. So what shape you playing?
I'm playing 4-4-2.
Right, who are you dropping out the team? Who's not playing? What's your midfield two?
I'd like to play Declan Rice and Bellingham in the middle.
You're dropping Anderson.
I'm dropping Anderson, I'm not dropping him, but he can come on, obviously.
Okay.
And on the right-hand side, Rashford, and on the left side, the Arsenal winger just gone for a second. I can't remember his name, but I think you know.
Madueke. They both play for Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think you probably need the other way around, but okay. Who's playing right back?
Exactly.
Who's playing right back?
Right back. John Stones.
What?
John Stones at right back.
What do you
Stones?
mean?
Stones?
Yeah, John.
Yeah.
You're
at right back.
You're playing Stones at right back.
Yes, I am, because we've got a problem with regard to the amount of right backs that we've got at the moment. A couple of them are injured, so we have to accommodate someone else going into that position.
So Stones comes in the midfield?
No, sorry, that's what I meant to say. Stones as right back. Right back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stones.
Okay.
John Stones.
Yeah.
Are you giving John Stones Viagra?
No, I'm not giving him no Viagra. And the two in the middle.
You giving Tony Viagra?
No. I think he plays in that heat. He plays in that heat, and he's very good at holding the ball up.
So you're not giving anyone Viagra?
No. I think they can do it. I think those guys can do it if you play the 4-4-2. Yeah, they got to up. Also, don't press. Do not press in that heat. No pressing. Let them come on to us. And then we can either do it two ways. We can get the ball wide to either the wingers, or we could go long to Ivan Toney.
Okay.
Right. And that's what he's known for. He's
Carl, listen, mate. Thanks for your call.
Cheers, Carl.
If you've got a shared take of your own, you can voice notice. Simply give us a call. 03717 223344. That's all thanks to Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
We're continuing the chat on Mexico v England at the Azteca. World Cup Game Day Live. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy.
Quick one on Portugal against Croatia. Portugal won 2-1 in the end. Ronaldo, of course, getting his first knockout goal with a penalty straight down the middle. What did you make of the controversial VAR decision?
Well, I think hair's very overrated, don't you, Gab? Very overrated.
I don't think you need it, mate.
No, exactly, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but both of you.
Who would have talked? Don't mess with the ball.
So I've got the Mitchell brothers in here.
Well, don't you think in the the marginal gains that in future managers say to all the defenders, whatever. By the way, point. Get your head shaved.
That's a very good point.
It's nonsensical. Honestly, it is so ridiculous that we're talking about a hair follicle and you're talking about Snicko, right? VAR wasn't brought in for that. And when I don't know, you've probably seen it. When you're looking at it, right?
Hard to tell.
The ball doesn't change flight. The spin of the ball doesn't change whatsoever.
Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I agree with everything you've said. I agree with you. But here's my question: was it offside?
What, according to Snicko?
Well, according to the laws of football, was it offside?
Not really.
No, because we're not 100% sure that it's actually touched. You know what we're going to do now is right.
I know, but it was offside, right? I agree with you, Perry. You won't get an argument from me.
Good. Was it offside?
But because it's touched him.
How do you know it's touched it?
Because the microchip in the ball has told us that.
Right. So that's how mad that this is that we're talking about. Everybody thinks you're talking about cricket, number one.
Yeah.
Right, with the Snicko, right?
Yeah.
That's not. football is about emotions and losing your mind and celebrations and exalted moments with your friends, your family, aunties, and on the pitch as well. VAR was brought in for Thierry Henry's handball for France against Ireland. That is it. So now they've made themselves so important that we're going to, the minutiae, we're going to go into CSI sort of,
Yeah, I don't like it.
PGMO.
I know, but if we score the winning goal in the World Cup final and it's offside, and then Snicker Meter says, actually, hair follicle, you're onside.
Oh, it's the best thing that's ever been brought forward. No, I'm honest. No, I would say, because you have to be...
I agree with you.
You say, that's not football.
You're taking football out of football.
And
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hara, and Jason Cundy, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it, book now at enterprise.co.uk. Still to come, we're going to be joined by Alex Crook live from New York. But just quickly, day 5 at Wimbledon. Lisa O'Sullivan is watching for talkSPORT.
And here on the centre court, where the shadows are beginning to move across the court, Aryna Sabalenka, the world #1, is 4-3 up with a break against Jelena Ostapenko of Latvia. The Latvian has the better record on grass. And, of course, Sabalenka is the world #1. Coco Gauff 4-2 up against Claire Leo of the USA. Earlier, we saw Novak Djokovic and Yannick Sinner book their places in the next round.
OK, thanks, Lisa. Right, we're bringing you live commentary. Australia versus Egypt this evening. Kick-off for that is 7 o'clock. Let's get the line up. So we're Bet365.
On the ball, on talkSPORT with Bet365. Download the Bet365 app for incredible offers every single match day. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Yeah, Adam Bridge is your commentator, and he has the team news for us now.
The big doubt was Mo Salah for this one for Egypt. He was forced off just before the hour in their 1-1 draw with Iran last time round, but he is fit and he does start. There are 5 changes from that draw, though. Fatou and Abdelmonem are both injured. Lachine is suspended. Saber and Trezeguet drop down to the bench. So Hafiz, Attia, Ibrahim, Fatih and Omar Marmoush all come in to the starting lineup. As for Australia, they were already going to be without Italiano and Leckie, who are both missing for the rest of the tournament through injury. They're unchanged from their goalless draw against Paraguay, and there are just 3 Australian players who started their last knockout game in 2022. Harry Suter, Behic and Jackson Irvine as well, all played in that game, and they play again today. Scott Minto's alongside me. We get underway in Dallas at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, don't forget, that game is Australia versus Egypt straight after us, 7 o'clock. Build up to that one very shortly. Let's get back to some calls. Let's go to Sam. He's a Spurs fan, right, Sam?
Sammy?
Come on, you Spurs. You right, Jay?
Up the Spurs.
Come on, you
Spurs are back. Spurs are back.
Oh, God, it's bad, isn't it? Hi, Cundy.
All right, matey. What do you want to say?
Hello. Lads, I think, Jay, we went through the same thing with Spurs. I don't know why we're not going to play 3 at the back. We're struggling for left backs. We're struggling for right backs. We've got. Hold on.
Are you talking about Spurs?
About England.
We're not talking about Spurs, Jay. I'm just saying when Spurs were struggling, we were saying about going for it at the back. I don't know why England aren't doing the same thing. We literally are saying we've got Nico O'Reilly playing left back. He's not a left back. The only fit right back we've got is Jed Spence. But we've got John Stones, we've got Conser, we've got
why do you want to play three at the back though? Why?
Because if you start playing players, so like Declan Rice can do a job at right back, right? But he has been one of the best midfielders in the world.
We're
so you don't
not
want to
play
move him.
Declan Rice at right back though.
No, but that's the problem, right? We're trying to fill gaps. Or actually, it's that we've got good players that play in positions. Why not play players at centre half that are centre halves? Why talk about moving Declan Rice?
Do you know what you could do? Right, and here's what you could do. You could actually have concert right backs, Stones, Gehi, and O'Reilly. And what O'Reilly does at Man City, he basically comes in, and then you go into a back three. So out of possession, you can be a back four. In possession, O'Reilly can come in that midfield. And he's so good at it.
Yeah, he plays like that for Manchester City.
That's exactly what he does at Man City. I don't know whether he's going to do that. I don't see him playing.
I would worry a little bit with Concert. Look, I haven't watched much of Concert at right back. I'd be lying if I did.
He can play there.
He can play there.
Can play. And has played there.
But
he might play there for England, by the way. He might have done.
Would you be confident with Concert playing?
No, it's needs must. And we did hear in one of the sports bulletins that Reece is
potentially available. Potentially.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
If he's fit enough to start,
do you start him?
That solves. I don't know how fit he is, mate. I mean,
okay. If he's 90% fit, you start him.
Yeah, I think you might have to. Yeah, he's not playing the same Reece. He's actually quite reserved. It felt a little bit like the games I saw Reece play.
You're carrying him a little bit. Though.
It felt a bit like he was playing within himself.
Yeah,
but it solves a problem. If he's fit.
You can also create one.
Where?
Well, because he's not fit.
Well. If he's 90% fit, he's not fit.
You're talking
not
100%. Okay, but you're talking about Declan Rice. He ain't 100% fit. Saka, it's not 100% fit.
No.
Reece James, not 100% fit.
No.
We're going into...
Give him Viagra, though, Jay.
Yeah, I know the Viagra might work, mate. It might work, but it might not. You know, there are times when it might not work.
I've never experienced it.
I'm just saying. It's a risk. You know, it's a bit of a risk.
Listen, we've got a problem at right back. Somehow he's got to solve that.
Well, Viagra's not going to solve that problem. See what I mean? Reece James is still only 90% fit. Whether he take Viagra or not, he's still only 90%.
Yeah.
No, just say I can't believe this conversation's taking place.
Let's go.
You started it.
Let's go to Dan. He's a Bristol Rovers fan. Dan.
Hello, boys. How are you?
Right, Dan.
Good. Right, what I want to say is that I don't think it should be happening, to be honest. I don't think it should be allowed, honestly. I think it's totally wrong that you've got one side who's been there for weeks, totally 100% acclimatised to it, and another side who can't possibly have had a chance to acclimatise to it. You know, it just seems totally wrong to me. When you're talking about things like, you know, our boys can't breathe properly or half as well as the Mexicans. You know, it seems to me to the point where you're letting it would be the same sort of thing as letting one side take performance-enhancing drugs and the other not. You know, but it's just absolute madness to me. I think it's totally wrong.
No, but it is what it is now. Those complaints. I don't want to hear excuses.
Yeah, and I don't.
Are we better than Mexico?
Yes, we are better than Mexico.
Right.
And this is
it does level the playing field.
It does level the playing field. Get on with it now. I don't want to hear these excuses. I don't want to hear altitude. Right? I don't honestly, I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this conversation. I'm bored of it.
And I was as well, right from the start, because even before the tournament, when he was talking about the most likely progression through, if we got through, we could play Mexico in Mexico City, right? And so obviously you heard about it
down the track.
I mean? Yeah, exactly, right. But obviously now you hear more about it, and you had your expert on this morning talking about the actual realities, the science behind the physical disadvantage that our boys will have. It sounds to me at the point where it's totally unfair. And when, to be honest, I know you boys are half joking, right? But when you're talking about bringing, oxygen tanks...
No, I'm deadly serious, by the way. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm deadly serious.
Right, and that, exactly. So that says to me, if you're serious about bringing things like that in, doesn't that suggest to you that it's at the point where it's totally over the top and not fair?
Okay, so we have been told that oxygen tanks are allowed in football at half-time.
Well, only at half-time, not in the hydration oxygen.
Well, I mean, it's allowed. It's not banned.
Well, then do it.
If you need that, is it fair?
What do you mean?
if you need to bring oxygen tanks on,
yeah, I know, but we're at a disadvantage, right? So you got to think outside the box. That's why we're talking about Viagra.
I agree with you. I wouldn't take Viagra one because I've had that a couple of times myself, and it made me go red hot before we got the business. So I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Because it's just not worth the risk for our boys.
But you might want to be red hot. You know, if you go out there, red hot.
It's hot enough, mate. You don't want to be red hot.
I know, but you're ready.
What happened? The blood went.
I was thinking.
Okay. I'm all for the oxygen tank, by the way.
Jay, I don't.
If it's not banned, why not?
I don't. Well,
set up 11 oxygen tanks. On
there you go.
The
there you go, boys. Bang. Get your water. Hydrate yourselves. Oxygenate yourselves.
What?
I don't know. Whatever the word is.
Try
oxygenate.
There you go.
Hydrate. Oxygenate. There you go. That's it. Sit down.
If we did that, do you think there would have been uproar about it?
No. Why would if it's not illegal, then do it. I don't understand. If oxygen is a problem, getting it through the lungs into the blood, then do it. I don't understand why you wouldn't if it's legal.
Yeah,
Surely someone's thought of it.
Tell you what,
I can't. Don't tell me I'm the only person on the planet that's ever thought of it.
I know. Well, it's the first time I thought of it. To be honest.
No, you didn't think of it. I told you about it, then you thought about it.
Yeah, exactly. But now I'm starting to think we could be looking good. Yeah, we've got oxygen tanks, Viagra.
Viagra, half hour, how long does it take?
We're flying.
What's it take, Viagra? Half hour? 40 minutes?
Depends what one you take.
Well, you're taking Viagra.
Yeah. Well, I know some of them can. Anyway, let's move on. Get your system quick. And the quick ones,
They should have oxygen tank in the dressing room before they go out. Bang. Viagra, oxygen, go. Water, go.
Let's go. All right. Keep calls coming in on that. You can have your say. 03717 223344.
On the ball, on talkSPORT with Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Wayne Rooney has just said that Thomas Tuchel should have brought Kyle Walker to this World Cup. That experience and the ability to play a right back rather than have to take Declan Rice out of midfield could have been useful.
I think a Kyle Walker and his pomp would drastically improve this team. I really do.
100%.
Stuart Pearce there and Adrian talking about Wayne Rooney's comments. Carl Walker's in the studio with us. Perfectly timed. What do you make of Wayne Rooney's comments there?
No, I think for Wayne to say that, it's flattering. I think a legend like that to say that about you, it obviously gives you a little bit of a pat on the back. But I still go back to the Trent scenario that, Trent is still out there and available, and I think maybe he should have got the nod.
The comments itself, you've retired from international football. You did. I didn't know this, but you told us in the gallery back in April.
I think it was around about April, March.
You regret that a little bit?
No, I think I do regret it looking in hindsight now that there's a potential place for me in this World Cup.
Did you feel that place had gone now? That just wasn't going to happen again, that your England career had come to an end? Is that...
I look at it now and I think that obviously with Reece and Tino's recent injuries, maybe I could have got the shout. But when I had the conversation eventually with them at England, that was not an opportunity that I was going to get. Obviously not playing the couple of friendlies that they had prior to the tournament. I knew that from that moment on that they was taking that set of lads to the World Cup. So I kind of just rested on it on that.
Did you have a conversation with Thomas Tuchel?
Not until the day I was going to retire. I tried a couple of times and received nothing back. And on the day I was going to retire, he messaged me. Obviously, I'm going to keep that private because out of respect for the conversation that we had. And, I just...
He's one of, if not the greatest of all time. Diego Maradona led Argentina to glory in 1986, producing some incredible moments on the way. But his World Cup story wasn't all triumph and inspiration. A fresh-faced 21-year-old Maradona arrived at the 1982 World Cup as the next great hope for Argentina. But his tournament debut didn't go to plan. Argentina were knocked out early on, and Maradona was criticised for underperforming. His legend truly begins 4 years later, when, in the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, he created outrage and infamy with one flick of his wrist, the hand of God. He punched it into the net. Peter Shilton called him a cheat. Maradona described the referee Ali bin Nasser, who missed it, as his great eternal friend. Then just 4 minutes later, he picks up the ball in his own half and starts to dance around the England team. He goes past one, then another. Can we have that music off, please? Anyway, the run ends in glory for Maradona, and just days later, he was lifting the World Cup trophy, Argentina's second, and returning home a national hero. Hopes were high for Italia 90 when he'd captained the side again, but it was bizarre. Maradona was playing his club football in Italy at the time, winning titles for Napoli, and the Neapolitans were actually supporting Argentina over their own country when they faced off in the semi-final. Argentina won that game, but lost to West Germany in the final, and Maradona burst into tears. The 1994 World Cup would be his last. I mean, even his fashion had gone downhill. He was sent home after 2 games for failing a doping test due to something he'd ingested from an energy drink. But does a Red Bull make you look like this? Maradona would never pull on the blue and white stripes again. He did come back as manager, but was sacked after they were knocked out in 2010. The goal of the century is a permanent reminder that he may well have been the greatest of them all. Before it, his ascent, and after it, his dramatic descent, only highlights the mountain peak that was Maradona's 86.
Yeah, good evening. You are listening to World Cup Game Day on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, and Jason Cundy. Still to come, we're going to bring you commentary of Australia versus Egypt, round of 32. Now, it's a huge night of World Cup action yet again, live on talkSPORT. So let's slide into Game Day with Burger King.
Sliding into Game Day on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Yeah, joining us to round it all up, talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook is out in New York. All right, Crookie.
Crookie monster.
Good afternoon,
Hold
boys.
on,
You
where's
join me
the hat?
outside the iconic...
Where is it?
Do you know what? I forgot it. I feel naked without it, boys, and I need it today because it is once again sweltering in New York. I'm outside Madison Square Garden, usually one of the most iconic sporting venues in the US, if not the world. Today, it's playing host to Taylor Swift's wedding. All the roads have been shut off. The traffic is absolute chaos. It's a love story. What can you say?
Taylor Swift's wedding is causing that much chaos. I mean, jeez. Bit of you?
Yeah, it's bonkers, and also it's a busy weekend anyway because it's 4th of July this weekend. Massive celebrations, 250 years. So a lot of New Yorkers are not particularly happy. In fact, one guy just walked past our camera and said she's not even from New York. Tell her to go back to Texas.
Wow. Okay. Well, look, let's talk about some breaking news. Big Ange is back.
Yeah, a strange one this, because obviously he was the favourite with the bookmakers for the Scotland job. I never saw that as realistic, just financially. I don't think the SFA could get anywhere near the type of salary that Postecoglou would demand. Would he be back in the Premier League? Would he maybe look for another international job? No, Saudi Arabia and Al Nassr his next club. So an interesting one.
Is that Ronaldo's club?
It is, and it's interesting because Roberto Martinez has been linked with that job. Now, I wonder, as Cristiano Ronaldo, who wasn't happy, was he, when he got taken off in that game against Croatia yesterday, as he picked up the phone to the president of Al Nassr and said, don't give it to Martinez, and now Postecoglou is in there.
Yeah.
It's just who we are,
I
mate.
think there could be something in there.
Big Ange is going to be managing
Big Ange,
Ronaldo.
mate. The old Ange mask will come.
Hey, the Ange mask is back.
I'm going to be keeping a close eye on Al Nassr's performances.
Yeah.
I'm not a clown.
Oh, that's going to be big news. Big news. Look, other big news as well. Nagelsmann has stepped down as Germany manager. Jurgen Klopp is the big talking point. Is it going to happen?
Yeah, I think the German FA in their statement have confirmed they're in talks with Jurgen Klopp and that he's expressed a willingness to take the job. He always had a release clause in his contract with Red Bull, where he's the sort of overlord of all their football clubs, that if the German national team came calling, he would be allowed to break that contract and take over. I've got to say, speaking to a lot of Germany fans, speaking of Fabian Herzler with Jim Simon and Martin Keown this morning, they're quite excited about this appointment. They've been in the doldrums, Germany, haven't they, for a long time? And do you know what? I'm going to claim to be a bit of a soothsayer here. Myself and producer Ryan, we were at the first game Germany played against Houston at Curaçao, in Houston, and I said to Ryan after they scored 7, this Germany team are not going to go very far in this competition, and so it proved.
Absolutely. Some breaking news over. I'm guessing you got it. Chelsea are interested in Granit Xhaka. Of course, he was with Alonso at Leverkusen. Looks like it's not going to happen.
No, Sunderland pretty positive now that Granit Xhaka will stay. By all accounts, he's told them that he is willing to do that. Chelsea had one offer of £8 million rejected out of hand. They were told at the time that Sunderland had no plans to cash in on their skipper. My thinking was that Chelsea wouldn't have even made that bid without significant encouragement from Xhaka, that he was willing to make the move, was willing to reunite with Xabi Alonso. As I say, he's now told Sunderland that he's committed, at least for next season, and I think that's massive news, isn't it? Because they're losing Maenda, one of their key performers. They can't afford to lose Granit Xhaka, who's really the heartbeat of the team that did so well in their first season back in the Premier League.
Cundy, I've got to ask you, Granit Xhaka, disappointed?
If Alonso wanted him, yeah, and obviously he did. So we listen. He's the type of player Chelsea have missed. That experience in there, since Kovacic has left, since Conte has left, Jorginho has left, Azpilicueta, all of those lads that helped Chelsea win the Champions League. We've never really had the replacement for that, and he would have ticked a lot of boxes. But fair enough. He wants to stay at Sunderland, I get it.
Yeah. All right, Crookie. A bit of Tottenham. A few people saying that they're back.
No, it's not a few people. It's only one.
A few people saying it, Crookie. No. There's a lot of talk about Spurs being back.
Back where? Can I ask you back where?
Back amongst the elite.
Spurs are back.
That's all I'm going to say. All right. Let's speak to Crookie. All right.
I'm not sure they were ever amongst the elite in the first place, were they?
Well,
I do.
They definitely were. Anyway, is there any more business happening? Because we have still got Richarlison playing up front, so I'd like to see a striker.
Well, sorry, weren't you with Krupi?
Yeah. They have been linked with Krupi, and I think there's certainly some truth to that. Speaking of sources at Bournemouth, they've been pretty clear all summer. They're two big players, the two are in most demand. Alex Scott and Junior Krupi won't be sold. They're in talks with Alex Scott over a new contract that will include a hefty release clause. I think Krupi might be the more difficult one. I think he's more likely to try and push for a move away, but again, it's going to take mega money from Spurs. They've already smashed their transfer record twice this summer. I think Bournemouth would see Junior Krupi in the £80 to £100 million bracket.
Wow,
that's a lot of money.
Well, you go just spend it, mate.
Well, we got it, haven't we? We got it.
It appears so.
Everyone's moaning about it. Villa cry. See Gabby crying. See Newcastle fans crying. Well, Spurs, we got the dough. Let's just go and spend the cash. Plenty of it knocking about. Crookie, what are you up to then? You going to Taylor Swift's wedding? You got an invite?
Well, we're going to try and gate crash it, although I'm told it's a paid bar, so that does take the appeal off somewhat. Now, we're going to check out the games this afternoon. The ITV team have flown in because they're at Brazil-Norway on Sunday, so we're catching up with our old mucker Sam Matafei. He's going to watch Argentina against Cape Verde later, and we're going to go and try and speak to some Swifties who've come here to catch a glimpse of their idol on her wedding day and see what they know about England and the World Cup. But it's apt, isn't it, that I'm outside Taylor Swift's wedding, because I always knew you two were trouble.
Yeah, definitely trouble. Crookie, I've got to ask you, how is it in New York in terms of the World Cup fever? Is it really taking hold out there?
Not as much as it was in Texas, but I think that's just because this is such a a vast place. We were out and about watching Portugal last night in a local sports bar, the one I think I spoke to you outside, and there were quite a lot of Portugal and Croatia fans getting amongst it there. The USA games are building every time. I watched their last 32 clash in a bar, and there were drinks being thrown in the air and big chants of USA. So I think the deeper they go into the draw, the more it will take hold. But there's just so much to do in this city, and I tell you what, you think London is tough to get around in terms of traffic. You can't pop out for a pint of milk in New York because everybody else is popping out for a pint of milk as well.
Yeah, Crookie, let's have a bit of England chat. There's clearly a problem at right back that Tuchel has got to solve. What would your plans be? Because it sounds like Reece James may well be fit for selection. I don't know how fit though.
Yeah, that was the information I got this morning. That actually the scans on his hamstring problem had come back more positive than maybe was first feared. So yeah, I think he will be amongst it this weekend, certainly in terms of a place on the bench. Gerald Quansah not far away either. Declan Rice, there's been some concerns about him playing through the pain barrier, but I'm told he's going to be okay for this game against Mexico. I do wonder, with the issues at right back and the fact we're coming up against a better team arguably than we've faced so far, certainly in terms of going forward, is there may be an argument for a back three? Could you play Stones in alongside Gueye and Quansah? O'Reilly could certainly play as a left wing back, Saka as a right wing back potentially.
We was having a chat, and Cundy made a fair point about playing Quansah as a right back, but Nico O'Reilly steps in as like the midfielder, so then you kind of shift the crosses, almost like a back three anyway. You know, it might be a little bit lopsided, but maybe we'll see actual Quansah play right back and John Stones come back in. Be interesting to see how they look at it. But
well, that was definitely a consideration for the last game. It was a straight choice between Jed Spence and Ezri Quansah, but obviously he went with Spence because he didn't want to Thomas Tuchel upset that centre-back partnership. But it's frustrating, isn't it? We're even having this conversation because we had the same conversation for much of the Euros when it came to Luke Shaw. When would he be fit? And we always seem to come into these major tournaments and we're carrying an injured player. Look at Wayne Rooney back in the day. David Beckham, I remember coming into a tournament after a metatarsal injury, not being fully fit. It does seem to be a curse of England, bringing players who you sort of know are going to break down. I mean, when Thomas Tuchel came out and said nobody could have seen the Reece James injury coming, I think everybody could have seen the Reece James injury coming.
It wasn't a massive surprise, you're absolutely right.
It wasn't. All right, Crookie, we'll let you go. Top man, mate.
Crookie, take care, bud.
Cheers, boys. Have a good night.
That was a look at some of the day's key talking points, all thanks to Burger King.
Sliding into game day on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Now you are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Horan, Jason Cundy.
Harry Kane, I'm going to give him a 6.
What?
Fantastic second goal, but his overall performance, for me, not good enough.
He scored 2 goals.
I don't care, mate.
Okay, all right.
I don't care.
I don't see what more you want from a striker.
I played the position, mate. As a striker...
You've got 2 goals in a World Cup knockout game?
What you want more as a striker is you need to be involved in the game. How many times were we saying last night, watching the game, get in the box, get in the box.
Let me ask you this now. When we play Mexico, right, if you had the option to take exactly the same Harry Kane performance with 2 goals or not and start from the beginning, what are you taking?
Yeah, of course you're taking the goals, but when you play better teams, you're not going to maybe score them chances. No offence to Congo.
Yeah, but he did.
But no, of course he did. But is he going to do that against the top defences? He's not.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay, then. Here's one for you then.
Yeah.
Say if we get to the semi-finals, okay, and we're playing Argentina, the final against France.
Yeah.
And he's not getting those chances. Do you still no problem with him playing centre field?
You're marking him on the performance that he did get them.
I'm asking you a question. You're talking about different games. I'm asking you a question. Against Argentina, say we get to the semi-finals, the final against France. Do you want Harry Kane being more involved in the game? Do you want him holding the ball up?
If he scores two again, no.
What if he doesn't score 2?
Well then, yeah, but he did.
Okay, yeah.
But he did. But you're marking him on a performance where he did score 2.
Exactly, but the whole performance isn't just about, oh, you scored a great goal. What was your performance like for the whole game? Simple.
Okay. If you had that game,
yes,
and scored those 2 goals, would you feel a little bit down about your performance?
I would do, yeah. I'd be like, could I have done a lot more? Could I have done more
I
for
don't
my
think
team?
if you score 2 goals and the second one's like that as the win, I don't think you can feel
That's
down.
my opinion, mate.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
I'm just being honest.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT with Jamie Hart, Jason Cundy, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app. Still to come, we've got live commentary of Australia versus Egypt in the round of 32. But just quickly, day 5 at Wimbledon. Lisa O'Sullivan is watching for talkSPORT.
Novak Djokovic has pulled level with Roger Federer on the list of most men's single match wins at the All England Club. Yannick Sinner also progressing to round 4 with Naomi Osaka and Jessica Pegula winners today. Arina Sabalenka leads 6-4, 1-1 against Yelena Ostapenko of Latvia here on centre court. And it looks like Serena and Venus Williams will be celebrating American Independence Day by playing doubles at Wimbledon. The pair with a combined age of 90 are on the order of play for tomorrow against Solana Sierra and Camila Osorio, whose combined age is just 46.
Okay, thanks, Lisa. Back to the World Cup. England take on Mexico live on talkSPORT, 1 a.m. Monday morning. Ahead of that one, talkSPORT commentator Joe Shannon has been taking a look at the history of the famous old stadium. England will be playing the Azteca.
Welcome to the Azteca Stadium, one of the most iconic venues in world sports. There are famous football grounds, and then there's this place. This is where football legends are made.
Jimenez makes the run into the area, and the glancing header is in! That's the moment many in the Azteca Stadium were craving.
Opened in 1966, the Azteca has hosted more World Cup history than almost anywhere else. In 1970, it staged one of the greatest finals ever played, as Pele's brilliant Brazil swept Italy aside 4-1.
Pele, up comes Carlo Alberto on the right, and it's 4! Oh, that was sheer delightful football.
Then, in 1986, came perhaps football's most unforgettable afternoon. Diego Maradona scored the infamous Hand of God against England before, just 4 minutes later, producing that extraordinary solo run to score the goal of the century and perhaps the greatest goal ever scored in the history of the World Cup finals.
He has Burchaga to his left and Valdano to his left. He won't need any of them. Oh, you have to say that's magnificent. There is no debate about that goal. That was just pure football genius.
Every corner of this special stadium seems to tell a story. This isn't just somewhere that World Cups have been played, it's where football history has been written.
Yeah, obviously a huge game coming up, the Azteca. This is where heroes are made, right? We can talk about all the excuses, we can talk about the altitude. These boys, going into this one, they're not going to be thinking about the altitude and all that. They're going to be walking out in that stadium thinking, England, Mexico in the Azteca. Can I be a hero?
Yeah.
Can I go down in history?
Yeah, and turn up. Our performances have not really lived up to the billing that certainly some of the players out there. I've been really disappointed in our wide men. Balls in the box. I don't know why we don't put more balls in the box. I genuinely don't.
Quality balls, though. I think that's a bit of been an issue. The balls have been hitting the first man.
Yeah. Yeah, well, get him in the box. Miss the first man is an absolute crucial decision. But go on the outside. If you think about the goal we got back in, Gordon comes off the bench, puts the ball in the box. Kane's movement, it's just brilliant centre forward play. It's a good cross, but Kane makes it a brilliant cross by getting on the end of it.
Yeah.
His movement gets in front of the centre half, heads it, and the keeper really should do. But I don't know why we don't put more balls in the box. Genuinely. I've got no idea. We've got Kane, we've got Bellingham that can crash the box as well. Whoever's on that far side, go and crash the box as well.
I don't feel like, though, when I watch Spain, right, and I watch France, Argentina with Messi, they've got them players to play them little intricate passes. We haven't got them players, Foden, Palmer. Elise, right? We haven't got them players in this tournament, like Palmer and Foden. They're not there. So there is maybe a little bit to say, are we a bit old? Not old. Is it a bit old school? Get the ball wide, move it quick. Elliot Anderson, Rice, keep it moving, two-touch. Bellingham crash in the box, Kane in the box, and get bodies in the box.
I don't know why we don't do it more. And I'm not saying we have to do it every single time. The thing about Madueke, so he had plenty of chances on that right-hand side. And you and I, we done the game, we've done the Sports Bar special. Every time he got the ball, he looked to come in on his favourite left foot.
Yeah.
There was one time he went, I think it may well have been the Panama game. He gets on the outside. It was one of them. Gets on the outside. And he gets the byline, and then cut it back. I think we need to mix it up more. Our wide men need to produce more. They need.
Would you start Anthony Gordon over Rashford now?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm not. I don't think that's going to be the decision that decides whether we go through or not. Because
both said our wingers have got to produce.
Yeah, no, of course. But I'm not looking at. I'm looking at Rashford. Do I want more from Rashford? Yes. Do I want more from Gordon? Yes. I think it's a flick of a coin. If Saka's fit, I'm starting Saka, 100%. If he's fit, he starts.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I don't know how fit he is. I don't know whether he can go through 90 minutes. Maybe start him and bring Madueke off the bench.
Yeah.
On the other side, I think it's a flick of a coin. I genuinely don't think either of them nailed it down.
Let's go to Tom. He's a Chelsea fan. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, you all right?
I'm good, Tom. I'm good. Look, we're talking about the England team and the setup. What do you want to say?
Well, I just want to say that I think the other night we were definitely missing a bit of Chelsea in the team against DR Congo, and I would really want Reece James at right back for this upcoming match.
Well, we don't know if he's fit. If he's fit, yeah, of course. He won't fit.
Yeah, but even if he's 90%, surely we could start him.
So if he can play, he'll start him. That's my opinion because Tuchel loves him. If he's fit enough to start, he'll start him. He may not finish the game.
Is that risky business? Hamstring.
Well, of course.
Start him.
Of course it is.
He's going to get fatigued even quicker than he normally would.
Of course it is. He ain't fit. He's not 100% fit. Of course it is.
I just don't know, mate. I just don't know. Like you're saying, he's playing within himself. He's not 100% fit.
Yep.
Altitude, Azteca.
What's the alternative? I mean, so if Jed Spence's alternative, you start Reece. It's a simple choice.
No, I hear your argument. Reece James is obviously a lot better than Jed Spence, but we're talking about all the conditions and everything that comes into play. Isn't Jed Spence in this? Isn't this the perfect moment for Jed Spence to start? Fit, athletic, gets up and down. We're playing at the Azteca.
Yeah, no,
is that not one where you go, you know what? Yeah, I want Reece James, but maybe I'm going to put him in a position where he's going to struggle.
I don't know whether you bring Reece James on though. You might be able to bring Jed Spence on for energy, legs, but this is the problem. I mean, Tuchel's almost kind of created it himself, really.
Oh, of course he has.
Livramento picked up the injury, right? And then bringing in Chalobah. Chalobah's not going to play a minute.
No.
He's not. No. Unless something drastic happens.
It's the most pointless call-up ever.
It's
ridiculous.
I know. Unless there's an injury to John Stones, then Const's got to play right back, and then maybe Chalobah comes in at centre half.
Just a mess.
That's all I can think of.
Just pointless. It really was. Let's go to Danny. He's a Liverpool fan.
Danny boy.
How are we doing, guys? All right?
I'm all right, Danny. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks, lads. Jamie, you're a legend, by the way. You've come to Chesterfield for a while on loan.
I did, yeah.
And you were
back in the day.
He keeps talking about this goal he scored, right? He's pinged it. Honestly, every time I saw it, and in fact, you know what?
I haven't talked about it for years.
Okay, but you know the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was.
Right,
Yeah.
he actually one day got it up on YouTube.
Mate,
showed me it.
He's a worldie.
Yeah.
It is a worldie. Tranmere away.
Keeper, mate. Keeper, what's he doing?
40 yards out.
Mate, it's like you're playing altitude, the keeper. Couldn't get up. Viagra, the keeper.
I've just got to say, lads, you crease me, you two. I mean, where's Brecon Beacons? Where's Snowdonia? Where's Ben Nevis? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Where's the Azteca?
Where is it? Yeah.
Where is this gaff?
It's built on a volcano.
Yeah, it's just, where is it? It's a joke. Altitude. Who plays at 2,200
The point I want to make,
metres?
guys, the point I want to make is I don't know why we're so worried about Mexico. On another day, when we played Congo, with a bit more luck, we'd have gone in at half-time 4-1 up.
That's true.
Their keeper has had a worldie.
Yep.
I know it wasn't the greatest defensive performance, and it took us a little while after they scored to sort of get a shape back together.
Yep.
But we could have gone in 4-1 up, and then obviously the interviews and everything after, it's all upbeat and not downbeat. I've seen who Mexico's played as well in this. I know they haven't lost for a certain amount of time, but I mean, they've only played Thornaby Chocolate.
I'm not worried about
anybody.
Mexico, though, Dan. I'm not worried about Mexico. I'm worried about the conditions. That's my concern.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah,
it's a massive leveller, right? It's like when you're playing a really bad football pitch against a crap team.
Yeah.
Well, it's a leveller, right?
Yeah.
Because they're used to playing on crap pitches. Mexico are used to playing at altitude. They've got the advantage over us. That's my what. I'm not concerned about Mexico. If we was playing Mexico at Wembley,
no, you're 100%
we was playing
right.
at Atlanta,
100%
we're going through. There's no questions. We're going through. We have to win this game. It's the conditions that have made this game where everyone's going away from home.
I don't want to keep talking about it, though. I'm getting bored of it.
No, I know.
I think we'll turn them over. I think we'll turn them over, and it'll be bring on Brazil or.
Do you know what, though? Do you know what? Right, I agree, but we've got to put in our best performance of the tournament so far, because we've all watched England. Only one half against Croatia have we really seen what we're capable of. The game against Ghana, boring, slow, laborious, don't move quick enough. Panama, exactly the same. Eventually we get over the line. We saw what we did against Congo. Congo actually come on to us. That's what we want. And we didn't. It took us ages to adapt, ages. And we got shell-shocked by the goal. I've seen enough. Turn up, England. Turn up. Put in the best performance of the tournament so far. I don't want to hear about altitude. Don't hear about heat. Don't want to hear about humidity. I want to see a performance.
Okay, Dan, thanks for your call. Still to come, we're going to join our commentary team for the evening. Australia taking on Egypt. But first, it's time for No Googling. England take on Mexico live on talkSPORT, 1 a.m. Monday morning. The game takes place at the Azteca Stadium. England have played there 6 times in history, only winning 1 World Cup game in the stadium, which came in 1986. We want to know, who was the team England beat?
Gameday.
Tuchel won the Champions League with Chelsea on the back of not playing particularly attractive football, finding their way through games. So I don't think he really cares how England play as long as they win. And that's his mindset. And he will take the positive out of it. We won. We kept on going towards the end. Well, so you should. And with due respect to the Congolese, their game fell away as the game went on and they became stretched and tired. And for whatever reason, England were able to get themselves back in the game because of the excellence of Harry Kane. Poor goalkeeper on the first goal, which got us back in the game. Brilliant second goal. But you look at it, you go, Declan Rice is like a machine hitting dead balls in there. Look at the first 3 or 4 corners that he hit in. Bang, first man, bang, first man, bang, first man. All of a sudden he starts changing his corners to balloons across the box because he seems to have his confidence gone. You look at Rice, And you look at Saka when they come on, they look knackered. They look like players that have been in a long season and haven't got it. And ironically for England, Declan looked better at right back than what we've got, and that might be a conundrum for Thomas Tuchel that he changes that. But I look across the field, Rashford no end products, Madueke no end products. You know, you look defensively, the goalkeeper doesn't worry me so much because goalkeepers make mistakes. That's what happens in games every now and again, and sometimes Pickford makes wonderful saves. But I look at it and say, that is not a team, in my mind, that has any chance of winning this World Cup when it comes up against serious opposition.
What makes this remarkable is how differently you two see it.
Well, I think if you're English, you're going to see it with emotion as well. And I don't have any emotion in this. Like the only person on the whole team that I played with and know is Harry Kane. I want him to do well, and he is doing well, and he's scoring loads of goals. But I don't want him to do well so much.
But Simon's assessment, it's not just emotional, Brad.
No, it's
kind of on the money, isn't it?
Well, his assessment is his assessment. It's his opinion, and he's right about a lot of the things.
Do you not think there feels an awful lot more wrong than right about this England side?
No, see, that's where we're going to differ. I don't think. I think defensively, and especially the right back, I think they're having a hard time.
One of the beautiful things about the World Cup is when someone just takes the tournament by storm. Some obvious names pop up, like James Rodriguez. Back in the 90s, there was Salvatore Schillaci. 6 of his 7 career goals for Italy came at Italia 90 as he carried the Azzurri to a 4th-place finish at home. That was the tournament we saw a 38-year-old Roger Miller go from Cameroonian squad player to dancing by the corner flag. And of course, in 98, Michael Owen, who the rest of the world hadn't really heard of before he made some Argentinian greats look like school children. And thinking about Liverpool, they probably wish the 2002 World Cup never happened, because they signed this guy off the back of his performances in Japan and South Korea. They could have had him instead, and Steven Gerrard's still crying. No player's ever taken a tournament by storm quite like Paolo Rossi, though. He served a 2-year match-fixing ban before the 1982 World Cup and did absolutely nothing in the group stage. But then, an explosion of goals. A hat-trick against Brazil, 2 in the semis against Poland, 1 in the final against West Germany. Italy won the World Cup thanks to him. He also took home the Golden Ball and the Golden Boot. He's the only player to ever win all 3 in the same tournament. The World Cup is full of fairy tales, but none compare to Rossi's 82.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hart, Jason Cundy. A few moments ago, we brought you the final no Googling of the evening. It was England have played at the Azteca 6 times in history, only winning 1 World Cup game in a stadium, which came in 1986.
Okay.
Who was the team England beat?
Right, give me the score.
I'm not giving you the score. I ain't got the score. I don't know the score.
Is it Cameroon?
No, it's Paraguay.
I was going to say, so why didn't you let me answer it?
What do you mean you did answer it? You said Cameroon.
I'm going to give you a second answer, Paraguay.
What? Those thing.
Annoyed me. You've annoyed me.
Sorry, mate. Now, following us from 7, you can hear live commentary of Australia versus Egypt in their round of 32 clash. Let's get the team news with your commentator, Adam Bridge.
Thanks, Jamie. These two sides have never won a knockout game in the World Cup, so one of them will break new ground this afternoon in Dallas. The lineups, Australia unchanged from their 0-0 draw against Paraguay in their final group game. So Beach is in goal, Harrington, Suter, Shakati are the 3 centre-halves, the 2 full-backs, Behic and Boss, with Irvine and O'Neill, the central midfielders, Metcalf wide on the left, Valpato on the right, and Watford's Iran Kunda will lead the way. He scored their opening goal of the tournament, of course, in that victory against Turkey. 5 changes for Egypt. Mo Salah is fit to start, and Omar Marmoush coming into the starting lineup. Shabir's in goal. It's Haney, Rabia, Ibrahim and Fatou across the back. Fati and Atia in central midfield. We think Salah will play on the right, but he does have the freedom to go wherever he wants. Ashur looks to be tucked in at the 10, and Mustafa Ziko wide on the left-hand side, with Marmoush leading the line for this injury-hit Egyptian side.
OK, thanks, Adam. Former Chelsea Benfica defender Scott Minto will be alongside Adam tonight for commentary. Joins us on the World Cup Game Day live now. Right, Scotty?
Super Scotty Minto.
Chaps, how are we? Two things. Jamie won. I think it was Lineker 2 goals and Beardsley 1 against Paraguay. Glenn Hoddle with a 1.
Mate, the Azteca, you know, as we're talking about Scotty, where is this gaff? Who builds a stadium on top of a mountain? Like, it's a joke.
I know. Do you know what? So my wife's Colombian, but she actually lived in Mexico City for 10 years. So
right.
She's a dentist, right? But they don't recognise her qualifications over here, so she had to go back over to Mexico for 6 months, as well as doing extra work here. So when she was over there for 6 months, I actually spent about 3 weeks over there. I don't remember. Now, I'm going to contradict what I've been saying and still would say about the altitude, but I don't remember feeling bad about it at all. But I do remember Graham Souness telling me when he was captain of Scotland back in '86 in the Mexican World Cup that he said his body was so shot with the altitudes that even he was dropped at the very last game. So it just affects different people.
Maybe. Did you take Viagra?
Didn't need it, mate. Let's just say that.
I was going to say then or now. That's the question.
Let's talk about the game tonight. Salah was subbed off, minor injury in Egypt's last group game, but it's a big one for him.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, we saw him bouncing into the dressing room. We saw the pictures here, and, you know, he looks really up for this. I mean, how fit is he? I think even if he was a 50%, 40% Mo Salah, he'd say I'm playing, and the gaffer would turn around and say, OK, fine. And Adam's absolutely spot on. We've had a look at his sort of touch map and, you know, where he's played in the 3 games. He's played wherever he wants to play. So it's not your typical out on the right, cutting it inside. He will be either a number 10 or, you know, playing that right-hand side. He'll just go wherever he wants to go, and the rest of the players deal with that.
Scott, it's the clash of styles that Australia are playing a 3 at the back, 4 across the middle, and then 3 up top. The opposition, Egypt, are playing 4-2-3-1. Who's going to win the battle in the midfield?
Yeah, I mean, Australia probably more 5-4-1. I mean, they've been quite defensive. I mean, they did really well against Turkey with those sort of tactics. That they got blitzed against the US and in the first half in their game, and against Paraguay, I think it was almost agreed that a draw would be good for both sides. They're a little bit of a dour side, but we don't blame them for it. But they do have pace on the counter-attack. I think, do you know what? This could be one of those that goes all the way. But I just feel Egypt have got that little bit more. We talk about Mo Salah and how much he wants to. Yes, he's the age he's at now, 34, but, you know, he'll want to make himself even more of a hero than he is in Egypt. And also Omar Marmoush, who was surprisingly dropped in one of the games there. And I think he's desperate to try and show that actually he should be there, and he's a world-class talent as well. So, yeah, very good question in terms of midfield. The answer is we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
But I just feel in terms of match winners, I think Egypt have them.
Is that where you're seeing this one? I'm guessing I wouldn't put any real money on Australia getting through, but you never know.
No, you don't know. And, you know, the Aussies, we know in any sport, you know, they're resilient, they're really tough mentally, and they'll be really up for this for sure. But I just feel when it comes to football, you know, they are those sort of second-class citizens, really, and I think Egypt will be desperate to try and carry on what initially was a really good sort of African movement getting towards the knockout stages, but they'll certainly want to make sure they're one of the few teams getting into the next round.
Scotty, we'll be back with you
in
just a few moments. Cheers, to be fair. So that game kicks off later on the show, following us straight after 7 o'clock. So it's going to be a big game, round of 32 coming up. To be honest, mate, is this I feel like, can we get it over and done with now? I want to move on.
What do you mean?
It's just like, how many games are there?
Well, there's 104.
It's like so many games.
No, Jay, I'm here for it, mate.
We're still on the round of 32.
I know, Jay. More football.
No.
Give me it.
No,
Inject me with more football.
No, I don't want to. I'll be honest, mate. I'm not having it.
No?
I'm not having a new format. I'm not having it.
No.
It's garbage.
I am.
I'm not having it.
Mate, the more football, Jay.
No, but some of the games are just guff. Like,
you get
Austria's not going to beat Spain. You know, like, it's just...
Jay, you never know, mate. You never said Cape Verde would have got a point against Spain.
No, I know, but Cape Verde have gone through and fair play to them, but they're going to get pumped by Argentina. Like the whole point of the knockout stages is where the big boys turn up.
Jay, wait till the 16. That's it, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't want to wait till the 16.
Well, you've got to.
We've got to see it now.
No.
Then
the quarters, Jay. Then the quarters, more big dogs.
Just another game.
Then the semis, more big dogs.
All right, well.
The final, 2 big dogs.
It is big dogs. All right, well, that game's coming up. We're going to build up to that one in just a sec. World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Ryan, Jason Cundy. I speak for Newcastle fans, for Villa fans, for a lot of fans whose clubs can't spend money right. Spurs have finished 17th 2 seasons in a row, right? And then teams like Aston Villa, who have just won the Europa League, are getting fined £19 million and can't spend any money. It's a joke.
They're obviously spending.
I don't care.
Blimey.
It's a joke. Your team as well, Manchester United. Spend whenever you want. The rules are a joke. Just what's the point, mate? What's the point? The rules are terrible, though, Andy. Come on, mate. Be real now. It's that bias, mate. It's that so-called top 6 bias. Clubs like Aston Villa and Newcastle can't buy anyone. But Spurs finished 17th 2 seasons in a row and then go and spend. What's next? Who's going to go and get next?
Just mad. Listen, I don't think he quite understands what FFP stands for because he's used Man United as an example of the biggest clubs in the world.
No, but I think he has got a point. I think he has got a point about the fact that, and I feel for Newcastle and Villa fans because they've got one hand tied behind their back.
Yeah,
and they can't spend the money they've got. And now he's right. Villa were getting fined.
Would they get fined 90 mil?
It was a lot.
Yeah. But it's one of them where. But the only way that obviously the club can grow is they have to get in the Champions League every single season. Now, with Newcastle and Eddie Howe, I feel for him because what's he supposed to do? You look at the recruitment they've had over the last few seasons where he's bought players for less and sold them for a profit. And then all his best players, Tonali's now going to leave. Bruno Guimaraes is now
Elliot Anderson's the one.
Yeah, but I think back then they didn't quite know that he was going to turn.
But they had to sell him.
Yeah, because of the financial fair play.
Right, they had to sell him. Not they wanted to.
Isak, gone.
And you know they haven't even got a sell-on clause as well.
No, I feel, Eddie Howe, the job he's done at Newcastle, I think has been phenomenal. But what is he supposed to do from now? What is he supposed to do? You lose Isak, you get Voltmarder.
I don't know.
There's levels.
I don't know, mate. But Spurs feel as though they might be a bit of a problem next season because they're spending money and they're packing out the midfield, Cole.
No, it's good. I think I said recently on the show that if Tottenham boosted that, that spine.
Hello, I'm Matt Forden from talkSPORT. This is How to Win the World Cup.
This is the best squad I think England have ever had.
He used to love America, now he doesn't. It's very sad.
It was so important to succeed because of all the pressure we received.
Don't jump for this one, I'm going to knock his head off.
Warning, this podcast does not guarantee England will actually win anything.
Yeah, you are listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Me, Jeremy Hara and Jason Cundy, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk. Shortly, we're going to hand over to Adam Bridge, Scott Minto for Australia v Egypt. They're just about getting ready for it. First, though, let's take one final call from an England fan. Ashley's heading to Mexico for the game. Right, Ash?
Ash.
Hiya, pal. How are you, fellas?
All right, matey. So where are you going?
I'm going to Mexico, I'm going to the Azteca to watch the England boys.
Oh, well done, mate. Where are you flying to? You flying from England straight there, or what are you doing?
No, I live in Benidorm. Been in Benidorm for 19 years. Follow England all over the world. Driving to Madrid, Madrid direct to Mexico City, yeah.
I bet you can't wait.
So you go to Madrid, then flying from Madrid to Mexico?
Yeah, Madrid's at midnight tonight, the flight leaves.
Wow,
Yeah, can't
okay.
wait.
How'd you get your tickets?
Through the Traveller Supporters Club, home and away.
Right, okay. So you're one of them, are you?
Well done.
Yeah, one of them.
But you can't wait, can you? Are you going in with anyone? You going on your own?
No, we meet the boys out there. Yeah, there's a few different lads live all over, and then we meet out there. Had to miss the first few games, cost and so far apart, the games and what have you. So this is my first time at this World Cup. Yeah, can't wait.
I bet you can't wait, mate. Are you ready for the altitude?
Yeah, you worried about it at all?
Well, I keep even about it. I feel like I'm going to watch the Dream Boys now. Keep even about Viagra and masks and face masks
make sure you
and
got
all
some
this.
with you.
Yeah, go on, matey. Take some.
Don't need any of that.
Yeah,
Don't need any of that.
scientifically proven to elevate your lungs.
Is that true? Yeah.
Spreads blood around the body.
It's good,
I'm
mate.
sure we'll be sound.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right, mate. What do you reckon? Go on, give us a prediction. You think we're going through?
Yeah, we should do. Not one of their players gets in our 20, in our squad, let alone the starting 11. I know we've got altitude, this, that, whatever else. I'll go for 2-1 England. We should do them, yeah.
Okay. Ash, enjoy yourself. Be
Cheers,
safe.
Ash, good luck.
Good luck, matey.
Cheers, fellas. Great show. Great
All
show,
right.
fellas. Cheers.
All right, let's head back to Wimbledon quickly. It's day 5 and Lisa O'Sullivan watching for talkSPORT.
Yeah, and the much-vaunted return of the Williams sisters is set for American Independence Day. Unbeaten in Grand Slam doubles finals, Serena and Venus are on the order of play to play against Solana Sierra and Camila Osorio, whose combined age is that of 46 years, the same as Venus. Here on centre court, Aryna Sabalenka closing in on victory over Yelena Ostapenko. She leads 6-4, 5-4.
Right, Jace, we're nearly done here on the little sports bar takeover of Drive. We are back on Sunday.
Sunday, mate, 1 o'clock.
Building up to the game.
More sports bar fun.
Are you going to be right amongst it in terms of England winning?
Yeah, I've said that. England should win. We should win. I get the altitude. I get the heat. I get the everything that comes with the package. Go into their place. Lost 2 games in 1,000 games, whatever it might be. Go there. We're better than them. Go there and show it. That's it. But enough. No excuses.
Give me your England lineup quickly.
If Reece is fit, he plays right back. I'm going Konsa, Gehi, O'Reilly. Rice, obviously, is fit. Anderson, Saka.
Yeah.
Bellingham, Kane. Oh, that left-hand side, mate. That left-hand side. There's no outstanding candidate. Maybe go with Gordon because he came on at an impact in the game again.
Yeah, and Rashford had an impact when he came on against Croatia.
Yeah, maybe that left-hand side has been a problem since Sven was there.
Mate, when has ever? Has there ever been a top left winger for England? Who has been the best left winger for England?
Cole's played out there. Scholes has played out there.
Not before that.
Grealish has played out there.
Who played there like
Foden's
Gazza's
played
era?
out.
What's Gazza's era? Who played there?
Was it Raheem Sterling's played there? Was it Anderton? Might have played out there.
No.
Yeah,
Waddle?
Gazza.
I'm talking about that era, yeah. Like, who has been the best left winger England?
But back then, so yeah, Waddle played. Didn't we play 3 at the back in 90?
Beardsley?
Beardsley played a bit more centre. I think he played a bit more closer to Lineker.
I just feel like any
No, it's been a
danger of us like producing a proper left winger.
Well, they're now right footers on the left. So that's changed. The game has changed. If Waddle was playing now, Waddle would be playing on the right.
You think?
Well, yeah, cool. Just the way the game has gone.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. What a game.
Come on, boys.
What a game it's going to be. That game will kick off on Sunday at 1 a.m. The pubs are open till 5. It can't get any better than that. Keir Starmer's farewell gift to the nation. We are building up now, though. You have been listening to the World Cup Game Day live on talkSPORT. Don't forget, we're bringing you 3 more commentaries throughout the night from 11. Adrian Durham brings you Argentina versus Cape Verde. 2:30, Colombia versus Ghana. But first, let's hand over to your commentary team for Australia versus Egypt. Adam Smith and Scott Minto.
I never thought the day would come that we'd hear Jamie O'Hara doing politics on Drive at talkSPORT, but nonetheless, the teams are in the tunnel on their way out. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up on Friday nights, it was all about Dynasty. But tonight the focus is on Dallas, and there's not a Ewing or a Barnes in sight. If you're struggling with that, ask your mum and dad. The Aussies have come from down under to 17 miles west of downtown Dallas to try and win their first ever knockout game at a World Cup. And it's their 3rd attempt to try and waltz into the round of 16. After that promising win over Turkey, they failed to score against the host USA and Paraguay and suddenly look more like cuddly koalas than those boxing kangaroos. Egypt played their only knockout game back in the day That was when the group stage was a twinkle in FIFA's money-making eye. So having won their first ever World Cup game in the last 2 weeks and gone unbeaten in the group stages for the first time, they'll be hoping the Pharaohs can reign supreme. Now, if rankings are anything to go by, this is the tightest of the round of 32 ties. Just Algeria separate these two sides. But what will separate them in the oil state this lunchtime? 7 o'clock in the UK, coming round to 1 o'clock in Dallas, as we see the arrival of the two teams. Australia in that traditional gold and green, golden tracksuit tops as well. The Egyptians are in their red and filing round to the right-hand side. The two flags, Australia to the left, Egypt to the right, as we prepare for the two national anthems as they gather round the FIFA symbol, which encompasses the entire centre circle in this stunning stadium. Holds around 70,000, the home, of course, of the Dallas Cowboys, the most valuable sports team in the world.
Please stand if you are able.
Here come those anthems.
The national anthem of Australia.
And we'll start with Advance Australia Fair. Inflatable kangaroos all around the stadium. That's the Australian anthem. And now the anthem
Please remain
of
standing
Egypt.
if you are able for the national anthem of Egypt.
My country, my country, my country. The anthem of Egypt as the two flags are away to our right-hand side, the Egyptian flag, the left-hand side, the flag of Australia. As I say, just coming round to 1 o'clock Dallas time at a venue that's the busiest of all the World Cup venues. 9 games in total. Potential of it being the final destination. However, they are staging the first semi-final. The roof is closed, of course. It's about 23, 24 degrees outside. Conditions, though, perfect for football for these two sides who go toe-to-toe for a tie against either Argentina or Cape Verde in Atlanta on July the 7th. That game, of course, coming up later tonight live on talkSPORT. Let's run you through the two teams that we confirmed for you earlier on, starting with Australia, who are unchanged from the 0-0 draw against Paraguay in the final group game. Patrick Beach, who is the surprise inclusion in that opening fixture against Turkey, in goal. Well, he keeps his place. A fourth World Cup appearance, already kept 2 clean sheets as well. It's 3 at the back. Lucas Harrington, the youngster, alongside Harry Suter, who played in Australia's last knockout game in a World Cup. Jakati is the other one who's on the right-hand side of that 3. We always find the 2 fullbacks are well tucked in. Behic on the left-hand side. Boss has moved over to the right-hand side. The central midfielders are Irvine and O'Neill, with Metcalf and Volpato providing the support to Aaron Cundy, who is up top for Australia. As for Egypt, 5 changes from the draw against Iran. Showbiz in goal. It's Haney, Rabia, Ibrahim and Fatou across the back. Fatih and Atiyah, the 2 central midfielders, with Salah, Ashur and Zico supporting Omar Marmoush, who will lead the line. Our referees from Uruguay, Gustavo Tejera is the man in charge, and he's supported in the VAR room by Leodan Gonzalez, also of Uruguay. And Scott Minto is the man who's alongside me for this one. As I mentioned, the rankings of these 2 teams, 27 and 29 according to FIFA's rankings. Whatever you think of FIFA's rankings, this feels like probably one of the tightest of these round of 32 games.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Adam. I mean, you look at these 2 sides and they do have a contrasting styles. I think Australia is more of a 5-4-1 and a 3-4-2 one, but they'll make themselves very difficult to beat. They'll be quite happy to be without the ball. They'll counter-attack where they possibly can, especially with the pace of Aaron Cundy up front. But with Egypt, they've got more sort of flair players, but how will they work as a team? I think we've already shown the fact that they're unbeaten so far. They, only were runners up to Belgium on goal difference. They won 1 and drew the other 2, and I was slightly surprised that they drew against Iran. I thought they would win and therefore have won the group. I just feel the difference between these 2 teams is individuals. Not just Mo Salah, but obviously Omar Marmoush as well. But I do think this just could be really, really tight. And if Australia get it to be the way they want it